smart.
Yeah!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Breaking Rad. It's me, Macho. I'm here right in the nick of time. These guys didn't even know I was here. I just appeared at
Man, you just snuck right in.
I didn't even know you were here, man. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Welcome to Breaking Rad. How's everybody doing tonight?
Amazing.
Am I a robot? Am I a robot?
No, you're perfect.
No, you're not.
Sound good. Don't jinx
it. I never know when to answer because we don't do an order. You're just like, how's everyone doing? And there's 5 of us in here.
12.
I love the chaos. That's why I do it.
I'm doing great. We got all the goons and bonus goon David the Dime Murdoch on one stream. This feels really good. I'm stoked. I'm looking forward to the rest of the show.
Excellent.
Yeah. It's definitely good to see David tonight. I don't know why, but I've been missing David. And I've also been thinking a lot about David like during my days. It's been strange.
Wow.
Like I'll be doing something. I'll be thinking, like, I wonder what David's doing right now.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
I mean, no homo, Dave. No homo. But it's just kind of,
I've got that effect on middle-aged men.
A little bit of, I mean, come on, a little bit of homo. Why not? Just a smidge.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's David the Dime. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but otherwise I'm doing good. I've been working my little fanny caboose off, drawing and doing different things. So it's
who has a house full of kids? Raise your hand. Yeah, there we go. Your fanny caboose, huh?
Yeah.
What's his background, Mark?
Can you show it to everybody? Is there a way to show it? How do we hide everybody to show the background?
You just have to take everyone out of the stream.
Well, that's not worth it. God,
that's worse.
I don't know how to do it. Well, I'll tell you what. If you guys go on my Twitter, you'll see exactly what that background.
Wait, hold on. I'll do it for you.
Incredible.
Beautiful. Good old Dusty Mutt. Muddy Roads. Call him Musty Roads. That's your new name.
Well, Dusty Robe, the American dream. Rocking the walk in the blue, the blue, baby.
Oh, that man had no shame whatsoever.
No, he was one of the greats.
We should all hope to be that confident in ourselves.
Ric Flair is my all-time favorite wrestler, but if it's not Ric Flair, then it's Dusty Rhodes. He's my second all-time favorite.
The worst taste in wrestlers.
You do.
The worst taste in wrestlers.
Wow.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, hey, welcome, Black Ruby Comics. Good day.
Good day, mate. Good day.
Hello.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Rusty, that's right. It's the Mud Man. I'm here, live and living color. I'm going to change my background there because that's not looking too cool.
What is it? What is that?
It's the mine. When the last time I was on, I did it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You guys are going to have to catch me up on all that's happened because I have been out of the loop like crazy.
So, are you going to do a top that tonight?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready to lose?
No, I've got one. I've got a winner.
Did you draw a picture for it like you were supposed to?
Yeah, I did draw a picture.
Does somebody have the picture that I submitted that my daughter drew?
Wait, are you really using that one? I was joking, but I guess you can use that.
Did you really think Macho was going to be prepared for tonight? Of course you got to use it.
Yeah, look, everybody is going to love that photo when I show it. They're going to really see how awesome it is. I didn't draw a thing. When Cal did it, I was like, that's my excuse. Cal said it, so I'm out.
Oh, look at you. Just always taking the easy road.
Look, I'm not an artist. She probably did better than I could do, and she drew on notebook paper with a Sharpie, so it's going to be great.
I'm not technically an artist, and I did my drawings.
No, you shut up. You are now.
Whatever. Now, don't start with that.
You're officially an artist. You've been drawing, and it looks good, so...
I'm a writer.
No,
you can draw a little bit.
You're not.
Just a little bit.
I've never seen any of your writing, so...
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, yes, I have graveyard shifts.
Yeah, I really think Cal's a good artist too. Like that's one thing that I wish we could see more of is more Cal art.
Can we get the Cal blush cam?
I like that.
How do I do the? There we go. Cal blush cam.
Yeah,
there it is. See, what I got to do is I got to time it with some music.
That I'm Cal Arts, and I don't like that.
What's this one? Daydreaming. Here we go.
Yeah.
Cal blush cam.
Look at that little red glow, reddish, purplish hue.
It's nice.
That's from the wine.
A little drunk.
You're whining all
I'm
day.
not drunk. I'm never drunk on the show. I don't know why you always say that.
I know you are because you get so mad at me when I say it, like a drunk would do.
So I jinxed myself, and my internet is totally crappy. And all I know is I came back to music with Cal, showing his beautiful face. That's what I got.
That's right. Look at that.
Just like that.
Beautiful.
Coy Cal.
Gorgeous.
Anyway.
A lady came up to me after church Sunday, and she's like, "You look just like somebody we know." I'm like, "Oh, he must be a really good-looking guy."
It's probably Mutt.
She's like, "Actually, he's very." She's like, "He's very handsome." I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that."
Was it Mutt's wife?
It was some 60-year-old lady.
Oh,
the old lady love Cal.
I didn't even do any hymns Sunday, and they still love me.
Cal, when you're at church, are you like
Cal.
Do all the old widows
widowers
hang around you a lot? No, the widows, not the widowers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Do all the widowers hang around you too?
No one hangs around me because I try and avoid people after church.
Ooh, who's that nice man? So handsome. Oh.
Yeah. Well, when older ladies see a young man who is in church and living a good life, that just, they love that. They eat that up all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They eat Cal up all day long.
They love him.
Eat him up with a spoon.
I bring my wife with me on purpose because, can't have the 60-year-olds hitting on me all Sunday morning.
Just nibble on you with some tapioca pudding.
I love tapioca pudding. Don't ruin it for me.
What the heck?
This is getting terrible.
This
Move on.
Terrible. Moving on. Well, I'm going to not have video right now, so my internet will work. But I think we should move on to the world famous Name That Death.
Yes.
I think you guys are going to do well tonight. But yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage. Do I have to do everything for you, Cal?
No, I got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Name That
Good old-fashioned Name That Death this week.
Nice.
I think, Stat's not here, so I don't know how well we're all going to do tonight, but I predict you guys will do well this week.
Excellent.
I think you guys should do well. I feel like these are right up your alley. Cal, I'll go ahead and do the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Do your thing, man.
So look, we're going to kick it off. Little something easy everybody should get. I think the winner tonight will be David the Dime. My prediction. Number 1.
All right.
Cliffhanger.
There it is.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, I should have said it.
David the Dime.
Cliffhanger.
Nice.
I got that one.
I got it. I said
No
it.
one heard you.
We didn't hear you say it.
I didn't hear.
I said cliffhanger before any of y'all.
No, we only heard
You
David
guys
say it.
are
I mean,
liars.
You're gonna say it when the clip
Yeah,
stops.
do the replay.
You can't say it during the clip.
I
probably
said
said
it
it
when the
during the
clip
clip.
stops. I was
Oh.
on
We're
it.
gonna introduce a buzzer.
That's it.
Some kind of buzzer feature, I think.
that's a movie that gets some good press still, and it's really not that good of a movie. But people remember it fondly. I think people think about it, and they're like, "Oh, that was a great movie."
It's very obvious when he holds that guy up. He's just holding the dummy up to the. he grabs him by the balls and it turns into like a dummy.
Yeah. What movie was it where they did a parody of that? And it was Ace Ventura. Remember
Ace Ventura.
that?
We just watched the second one.
Yeah.
He's holding the raccoon.
He's holding the raccoon. He loses him. Oh, that was
Hold on, little fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look down. Raccoon looks down.
Yeah.
Feet.
Good
Oh
parody.
yeah, forgot about that.
We got Cal cracked up.
See,
Forgot
when
all
I saw
about
Ace
that.
Ventura, I'd never seen Cliffhanger before, so I was just like, "What the heck is? Why is this in
Yeah,
here?"
it's not great.
Not good.
But I'll tell you, Ace Ventura 2, funniest moment in movie history, the rhino scene.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just gonna
yeah.
say.
No question.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Still
I
brings
like
me to tears.
I like when the tribal chief is calling him the White Devil, and he has his like hair all slicked up. It's so funny.
Yeah.
He does a little double thing.
Yeah,
That's also the one where he says, where it's and you must be the Monopoly guy, right? It's the same one, right?
He knocks the guy out. And he's
Yeah, boom.
Yeah. I like when
carries
he's walking
around
around. I like when he's walking around to the tribes people and he doesn't know how to speak to them, so he's like Bumblebee Tuna. Bumblebee
Bumblebee
Tuna.
Tuna.
That's my
yeah. Yeah.
What scene I forgot, and watching it in later years makes me want to throw up, is when they're all hucking loogies on each other because that's a sign of respect.
Oh yeah.
It's so
And they
gross.
walk out of the hut.
Oh,
It's
so
just
gross.
covered in its own phlegm.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Mm. All right, number
Next.
2.
Oh my god! Just stop!
What happened?
Did he fall?
I'm going to play it for you again. It's quick.
Oh my god! Just stop!
Oh, he got hit by the train.
I
Was
have no
he
idea.
hanging on to hot dog or like
You hold on
sausages?
to like a thing of sausages or something.
Was that Darth something or other?
Darth?
Oh, the
No.
guy. He looks like the Darth guy. Okay.
It was not.
The only train movie I can think of, it's not this. I know I already know it's wrong, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's the only train movie I can think of.
Incorrect.
Under Siege 2.
Snowpiercer.
That is incorrect. Snowpiercer.
I like Snowpiercer. That's a good movie.
No, it's neither of those. Come on, this is number 2. You guys should know this.
I don't know it.
I'll give you a hint. Cameron Diaz is in it.
Is this Charlie's Angels?
Bad Teacher.
No, it is not Charlie's Angels or Bad Teacher.
Something about Mary.
Bad Santa.
No, there's no bad anything in it.
Is it that movie she did with Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Oh, is this
Was he in it?
I cannot remember the name.
The
is
Vacationer.
it the
It is
Holiday.
not Vacationer. It is not Holiday. You stop guessing. You're wrong about everything. Everything.
Everything.
what
Macho's,
is
it's on the
it?
tip of Macho's tongue.
It starts with an E.
No.
Europeaner.
No, I was thinking it's like the
Rusty said Under Siege 2, so that must be it.
No, it is not Under Siege 2. I'm going to say it. You guys are going to feel foolish.
Was it Night and Day?
Yes.
Looked it
oh.
up.
Ding,
He
ding,
totally
ding.
looked it up. I could tell.
I didn't look at anything.
Only
Doesn't
that's
count.
a
He looked
mutt
it
move. Something day or late.
Yeah,
That was close.
No.
Welcome back, Cal.
Hey, I was here the whole time. You're in my ear.
You were refilling that booze, weren't you?
Mhm.
I was getting this.
Water.
Okay.
Sure.
It's cold vodka.
Vodka doesn't turn into ice cubes. So no.
All right,
Actually, you're right. I was getting more
thus far,
wine.
I'm disappointed in you fellas. David, two points as predicted.
I totally got the
I don't
first
get the
one.
point. I don't get the point for that.
Did
You
look
always
it up?
take the points, no matter if you cheat or not. Always take
Yeah.
the points.
It's
Always
all right.
take
Just, these two cheat all the time. It's fine. Number 3.
Born, one of the Borns.
No.
Can we see it again?
You want to see it again?
I know this movie.
Oh, kind of.
Equalizer 2.
Equalizer 2. Correct.
That's it.
Who was that? Was that Rusty?
That's Rusty.
Yeah, Why do you feel lonely?
You came to the right place if you feel lonely.
You come to the States, you won't feel lonely anymore. Nothing.
Was that Equalizer 2?
That was Equalizer 2.
Yeah,
I forgot he goes to like this little like New England like county kind of a thing, right?
Was that the Mandalorian? Also, I think it was the Mandalorian.
It was, yeah, that's right.
He was the bad guy in it?
Yeah, he was the bad guy in it.
Oh, man, I love Equalizer movies. I love them.
Obviously not, because you didn't get it.
Hey, let me tell you a story thing that I'm getting really tired of in military movies is when your best friend bro is the bad guy at the end.
Like in something we can't say because it's spoiler alert.
Yes. Series?
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah. That is so old and obnoxious now. Like, we're brothers forever. We served in NAM. We served in what?
Dude, the thing we're all thinking of, all three of us at least.
Well, you're ruining it for me because I've only like 3 episodes in.
No, we're not talking about that. It's something else.
We're talking about Jack Ryan.
Yeah, you guys are terrible. You're terrible liars. Terrible liars.
Macho, how long does it take for you to watch a show, man?
Dude, I am not done working typically, like with work and kids and everything, till like 8 o'clock. Like I was lucky that I was here on
plenty of time. Plenty of time. You should just leave now and go watch it.
Y'all should get jobs where you have to do something other than be on the computer. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Macho was going to outlive all of us.
In my defense, I stayed up till 5:30 the day that I started watching that. Yeah. So I could finish watching that.
In Cal's defense, he had to stay up till 5:30 playing Elden Ring just to watch that show.
And yeah, I was like that.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not every day watching
that. That's
it.
like
one day.
I feel worse for you now.
It was just one day that I watched it, though. I started watching it that day, and then I finished the next day, but hadn't gone to sleep yet.
David, have you watched Terminal List?
What? That's not what we're talking about.
Well, it's not what we're talking about. You need to watch that.
Reacher.
That's a good show.
We just lost a viewer from that.
Is that new one with Chris Pratt?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
just watch.
I've watched the first couple episodes, and it was really good. The whole family thing couldn't do it though. I had to skip that.
Yeah, terrible scene. Awful.
I love that scene.
I bet you did. You would love that scene. You probably watch it before you sleep at night.
I'm so tired.
You would.
Rusty says Terminal List is great, and you know if Rusty likes it, it's good.
Yeah, Rusty has good taste.
Look, Macho, what I will say in to cover up, not to cover up, but what we were talking about, the spoiler isn't quite what you think.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
No. That's me being honest. Right. It's not quite the way you're thinking it. So
yeah, he's right. It's good.
Yeah, just watch it.
Okay.
Watch it.
All right.
Being a wiener and watch that.
Number 3.
Being a wiener.
We just did number 3. We're on to number 4.
4. Wiener.
Number 4. Wieners.
He got what he wanted.
Beverly Hills Cop.
He got what he wanted, man.
Mutt's gonna end. Me and Mutt. That'll be our final fight. And I'll be on the ground like That's gonna happen.
My guess is Beverly Hills Cop 4.
No.
Wow.
That was Lawrence. That was Lawrence Fishburne who died.
That was Lawrence Fishburne.
I'm trying to think of what that would have been.
I would.
Can you guess the guy killing him?
No. Give us a hint on who that
floor
is.
burn.
He's on one of those CSI shows. Of course, Lawrence Fishburne was on CSI also. So.
Oh, the CSI Miami guy?
David Caruso.
David Caruso.
What is this movie? I know it.
I'm not going to tell you. Can you tell me the movie, please? What?
Jade?
No. Shame on you.
Can you give us the first letter of the movie?
No.
One letter.
The movie's one letter.
He's on IMDb right now for Lawrence Fishburne.
No, I'm not. I'm really trying to guess because I know I've seen it.
K.
David Caruso.
Hey Siri, what are David Caruso movies that start with K? My Siri totally got it.
David Caruso and Lawrence Fishburne together.
Here are some David Caruso movies.
King of New York.
King of New York. That's it.
Screw you, Macho.
That's it.
I didn't even mean to, and it got it.
Screw you, Macho.
Siri. Siri.
Does your Siri have a southern accent?
She has an Australian accent.
Mine
Same
does
thing.
too.
Same thing. Bogans and rednecks are the same thing. Just
We
on
got you,
different
Black
sides of the
Ruby
planet.
Comics.
Bogans
We're
and
all
rednecks.
big fans of the
Are-
Australian
Is
accent.
that what Black
Yeah,
Ruby does for a
look.
living? Does he do Siri? The Siri
Yeah.
voice?
Yeah, that's
A
Black
female
Ruby.
Siri
Hello.
voice?
He does the female Siri voice. Hello. Hello.
Kelly McCoy, mate. What's he saying there?
I don't know.
Macho,
I-
that's a point of interest between you and I that I didn't know existed. We both have the Australian female Siri.
I didn't
That's-
like how you're doing your fingers right there. That made
I
me
know.
feel
I was kind of uncomfortable. Kind of okay with
That's a point. That's a point of interest we have right there, Macho.
Is that Cal? trying to get Cal giving the talk to his kids.
Oh,
It's this.
What are you teaching them?
I don't know.
some
Oh,
people do
there is
that.
there is an Irish Siri too, and
Inners.
an Indian. There's an Indian Siri and a South African Siri. That's
Wow.
pretty cool.
Oh, interesting.
These redneck series.
That's funny.
are-
Irish
Wait,
accent.
which Indian? The
Are you asking Dot or Feather?
That's.
The,
so-
I wasn't saying that. I was
look,
saying
Hold on, you guys
what's
wanna hear
this?
You went. Hold on, listen.
some of them have foreheads and other ones have hair.
It's toys you'd like to use.
Did you hear it?
I would love to hear Feather Indian Siri. That would be
Choose the voice you'd like.
Siri, not no answer. How?
I just watched a show called. Have you guys heard of Dark Winds?
No.
No.
Dark Winds is a show that's capitalizing on the Western craze now, but it focuses on the Indians instead of the cowboys, you know, like modern.
What's that?
It's set in the 70s, and it's like some murders that happen on a reservation, and it's like the cops and the FBI that like investigate. It's really cool. I like it. There's only 6 episodes, so if you guys want to watch something,
I don't want to sympathize with the natives. John Wayne, baby.
No, man.
it's great. It's great. It's a good show.
That's how you deal with that. Savages, I say.
American Indians
There's
are
a
the coolest.
skinwalker.
All right, now for anyone watching, this next one's going. If you have a weak stomach,
Oh,
I would
boy.
advise that you not watch number 5 here.
Don't watch David.
No, Kelly, you have to watch. You don't have a choice. I feel like David's going to get this one though. Number 5.
Wow.
Come on, Rumble and Cell Block.
16.
You are so close, but it's not Rumble.
Escape from Cell
Rabble.
Block 16.
Wrongle.
It's not Rumble.
It's not
Rongle?
Rumble.
Is that what you
Different
said?
Wrongle. It's Wrongle and Cell Block something.
Rongle.
I know Dave knows this. I know he's seen it.
I have it.
You have it. What's it called? It ain't called Rumble.
Trusty says
It's
Riverdale.
not Rumble. Brawl.
Brawl. They're in Cell Block
Brawl.
what?
Oh.
And Cell Block 1. That's what I said. I'll take the point.
Cell Block what?
I
One.
want to say 93 or something.
You
Two River Dances.
You're 6
It
off.
must be it. 2 votes for Riverdance.
Dave's pretty much got it. It's Brawl and Cell Block 99.
99.
Ah.
Yeah, I knew that too. I'll take that.
That's probably one of the most squeamish things I've ever seen in my life.
That
I just watched it
movie
this
is-
weekend, and
That movie is so good.
It is really
The
good.
the 3 movies in that like trio. It's this one, Dragged Across Concrete. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
and then
Tomahawk, right?
Bone Tomahawk.
Oh.
Was
Which one
that
of those?
guy?
what's that? What, Macho?
I was gonna ask, is the guy that stomped the back of the guy's head and drug his
Vince
face across?
Vaughn.
Is that Vince Vaughn?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wow,
He's huge in that movie. I didn't know he was such a big guy.
he looked jacked.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. So I
He's a
didn't know
monster.
who's the director on those movies.
Where do you get that too? You got to get the black web to get
I
that.
don't know his name.
Dark
He was a more conservative
Web.
guy.
Yeah, Dark
which is
Web, yeah.
Why I think most of the actors in his movies are.
Yeah, the Dragged Across
Not a
Concrete is like
conservative.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Uh,
That movie is so brutal. And I didn't realize what I was watching until I was almost to the end. And I realized like this movie's not going to stop. It's going to keep going like this.
did you watch this movie, Mutt?
I didn't see this one, the Cell Block one. I didn't see that one, but I saw the
You
other
have
two.
to see it.
I saw
got to
Bone
see it.
Tomahawk, and that one, like, I couldn't sleep after that.
I've seen one scene from Bone Tomahawk, and I will never sleep again.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think it's the same one we've all probably seen. Where do you watch this movie? Where did you get this movie?
Well, it's not. I don't know. Probably Amazon or something. I don't know. It's definitely not like a rated. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's rated.
Not rated in the States.
Yeah, you have to go to like.
Yeah, in Brazil they
Russia.
probably sell it on the street corner. Yeah.
I was prepared for that clip. I just read a comic called. Have you guys heard of Winnebago Graveyard?
No.
It's a 4-part horror series written by Steve Niles, and at one point a guy gets his entire face ripped off, by a demon, and he's still shooting the demon, and then like the wife comes and like cradles him while his face is ripped off, and I'm like, wow, this is
It sounds awful.
pretty
It's a nice
pretty
family
hardcore.
movie.
Yeah.
Well, the wife and the son, they live, so that's good. But it's a pretty dark
that's
story.
good.
Yo!
I wanted to match the cool black and
I
white.
like when that's your background because I feel like you just powered up and like all these guys went flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
But yeah, Brawl and Stubble. I haven't seen Bone Tomahawk. I haven't seen Dragged Across Concrete, but that Brawl movie was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
That was so good. But holy crap. Really,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
squeamish. That scene,
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't know if I can watch that one, but I'm gonna try.
you can do it. You can do it. Good wholesome Christian.
It's actually a very pro-life movie.
It is?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
I love pro-life movies.
I'm
It's
intrigued
got,
for
got
sure.
the sister from Dexter in it. And,
I made it through the other two movies.
Oh,
I feel like
really?
if I could do those, I could do this one. But is that scene like the worst one in the movie?
No.
Probably.
Oh my
That one was the hardest for me, just because you could hear the bone dragging across the floor. I had a hard time with that, but
Oof. Okay.
it's.
And then when he kicked him over, the guy's like, "Ugh."
the other guy, like, but what's that guy's name from Miami Vice? He's the other guy in it. The white guy from Miami Vice. What's his name?
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
Don
Yeah,
Johnson.
he's the guard, right?
Oh,
I think he's the
didn't know he was
warden
still
or
doing
whatever
stuff.
in that place.
is he
Warden?
wearing a sweet white
Oh, I
blazer?
wish. No, you
a white linen suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great segue to promote the next match coming up in a couple.
Absolutely, you should.
We'll
do
get
that.
to it, but
Okay.
we still got.
We'll get to
this.
Okay, don't
We're not
forget.
segueing to that yet. Don't get off track.
Don't forget.
Cal, I
Fine.
predict you will know this one. Well, I don't predict it. I know you won't, but you'll pretend you do.
Double Dragon
Mark
nailed it.
Dacascos movie.
Hey, Mark
I got
Dacascos
tons of
movie.
leftovers from Dacascos week.
I don't know.
That was a
I
good
only
death,
watched
man.
2 of his movies. I don't
That's a
know.
good death. But he loves him. Iron
I
Chef.
love him.
The greatest
I love
action
him.
star of all time, to Cal, but he knows one of his movies, Double Dragon.
I haven't even seen that. That's what's funny about it.
What was the one
I just knew
everybody kept
I knew Scott Wolf was in it.
guessing? What was the one everybody kept guessing on?
Only the strong. Only the strong.
Only the strong.
Yeah, Trusty got it.
And
Oh.
yep, nailed it.
Sorry, I think we were doing it at the same time there.
That's
Nailed
it.
Justin.
Yeah, there you go. It's Anne of Green Gables. I'm guessing
Oh,
nobody
watch
here
when the air
knows it.
conditioner back on.
I'll just say it because I know Cal doesn't know it.
Just
Boogie
say
Boy.
it. Boogie Boy?
Boogie Boy.
Boogie Boy.
Boogie Boy.
Wow.
Was he the boogie?
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Cal.
A
Boogie
little
Boy.
late on that. Sorry.
Was that Brandon Lee? Who was that?
That was Mark
That was Mark
Dacascos.
Dacascos. We were
Mark
just-
Dacascos.
The guy that was doing the pounding?
Where
Yeah.
have you
Yeah.
been the last 3 minutes?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Blacked out.
He obviously didn't watch Mark Dacascos night. He didn't watch it.
I don't think he was here for Mark Dacascos.
Oh,
No, he wasn't, but he didn't even watch it.
I did. I went
Of course
back.
not. He doesn't watch our show.
He
I
didn't
do.
watch it.
Why would you watch it if you're not here?
I do watch it. Even when I'm not here, I watch it.
I can't stand watching myself, so I never watch it.
Oh, there's Cal's
I'm a
sippy
fan.
cup of red wine there. So
Hey, wait, how did you?
Wow.
Can you tell from the straw?
It's
it's his
because
blood red.
It's red.
He's like a
Fanta.
vampire over there in disguise.
Fanta.
He's drinking a Fanta.
It's red wine. We got a really good deal.
Do you have one more name that death? Or is,
we got one more. Why are you
we got one more.
Tonight? What's your rush?
I'm not. I'm cool.
What's to get on the CGWF? We don't even have a match tonight. Yeah. All right. Number 7, final one. No one's going to guess it, but I'm playing it.
I got it.
This is why I wish Stat was here. He would have gotten this.
That was incredible.
That was a well-placed ninja star throw.
I like how he knew to throw it and burst the bulb to explode the random red barrels of whatever were laying there.
Yeah,
but you know what? That we're all indoctrinated to know that a red barrel laying on the ground means it's going to explode. Like if you play video games, you know that a red barrel is going to explode.
Well, he must have been a chemist as well as a ninja, because he knew just from running past it that there was enough gas in the air to set it all on fire.
He's like, I'll bet if I throw this star at the right spot. Cal, are you deleting the name that deaths?
Yeah, I deleted all of them except the one we're on.
Or the hell are they throwing you off? You're not even doing name that death.
I did that because I just when I went tonight to look and see which
he loves
to order them. There last week's were all still there because Mark is a sloppy name that death.
I went to delete them yesterday before I uploaded these ones, and
but you didn't though. They were still there.
I have a guess. Master Ninja. Is it Master Ninja?
Why are you trying to take Rusty's guess? And no, it is not Master Ninja.
Oh, did Rusty say that too? Oh, sorry.
Oh man. Great Mount single item, am I right?
Yeah, right.
Because Dave's just had enough.
He's gone.
He's
just like, whatever.
Hate everything about this show.
Once I heard the sound effects that accompanied that Chinese star. I was out.
That's racist. Those racist sound effects.
What's the name of those people who like fight bulls? What do you call them?
A matador.
Bullfighter.
A matador. That's what I'm guessing. Matador.
The Matador.
No, you guys are going to guess it.
Final answer.
Cal, do you want to do?
Wow.
There you go. Force 5.
What?
5.
Like
blew your minds.
Wow.
Force 5.
It was pretty cool because
that's what she said.
What she said? Force 5.
Oh no, she didn't say it.
That was pretty cool.
I have a that's what she said story after this. Remind me.
Why wait? Just tell it.
Wait, you know what? We need like a wrap up. We like an screen for the end of Name That Death.
We do.
Yeah,
we do.
We can just play the intro again for the wrap up.
We can finish the segment.
You want to just do it again?
Sure. Yeah. Do it.
Yeah. Just do the. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Name That.
Should just set it up to play in reverse next time. Like play in reverse.
Can we do it that way?
Yeah. Play it in reverse for the outro.
So I'm in a job interview. I'm talking to 2 pastors, and I'm on one side of the table from like the other side from one pastor, and then on the same side is the other pastor, and I've got my legs crossed. And towards the end of the interview, the one pastor says, I have one more. We're going to give you a tour of the church now, but I have one more question for you. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, what does it say on your socks? And I honestly didn't know.
Oh, great.
It said, that's what she said on my socks. At an interview at a church.
Oh, no.
That's pretty good.
I got laser cross. I was picturing you're about to have like a Basic Instinct moment for your interview.
I was wearing a skirt, and no, that job's locked up. I've got it in the bag.
Yeah. So it's a West Coast church then.
Cal was wearing a skirt, and the guy was like, "What's that on your socks?"
My balls.
Like, I don't care about the skirt so much, but your socks seem to say something offensive on them.
Yeah, he was like, "Look, we're not cool with the pronoun she." And Cal uncrosses his legs and then crosses them again.
And they're all right with it all.
And they're like, you know what? We're okay with you.
Can somebody can we do like a YouTube skit of Cal as Basic Instinct Lady interviewing for a church?
I think
Somebody make that happen. Somebody make that
Darth
happen.
could help us out with that because he does.
Yeah, Darth could absolutely help with that.
Hopefully,
100%. I hope he's still here. Please, Darth.
Cal Jameson,
Please put Cal on.
Censor the clip, please, if you will.
Yeah.
Please no. Please no.
Yeah.
I always think of. Did you ever see Loaded Weapon?
Oh
The parody when they do that scene, but like she turns around, it's just a picture of a beaver.
Yeah.
This beaver shot.
Yeah, this show has gone off the rails completely.
I can't imagine what that would mean, though. I'm just totally.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's really confusing. Anyway,
in case any pastors are watching,
I didn't get it when I first saw it. I didn't understand. I was like, why,
yeah, right.
Why is there a... I get it now.
Let's go ahead and play one of our favorite segments. And that is Top That.
Yeah.
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody says sure, I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that.
All right, Cal, how do we play this game?
Yeah, how are we going to do it
Top
tonight
that.
with images?
is America's story pit favorite story pitch game show. Open word instead of one note. And so we each have 2 minutes to pitch a story. And our stuff for tonight is our premise is a Faustian musician who's trying to resurrect a dead musician so they can jam together. The genre is adult animation. That would be Simpsons, Family Guy, Southpark, etc. And our writing prompt is Witchcraft.
Hey, hold up! While we have Phil here, we'll do. You were going to do your. You were bringing it up before, but I'll real quick. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I feel like
no, please go.
We've got the Zayden here. I feel like we should, really quickly advertise next.
We got to
week.
get Zayd pitching sometime. We got to get him to pitch.
I think he should do a pitch.
He
Real
should.
quick, next Tuesday, Diaz
I love
Bros
this drawing.
CG Beach Night.
Yep.
We will have the Diaz brothers here co-hosting a night of CGWF with us. It'll be glorious. Look at that.
This is so
cool.
good,
You
Mark.
can put his
I love
sunglasses
this
on and
image.
It's amazing.
Dude, it's so good.
This is how I picture them when they go to the beach. Just
I'm
flexible.
Just
sure they
standing there the whole
they
time
must
like
love
that.
This.
They don't move. They just stand there, and people come up and buy comics. From them. And but yeah,
That's
they will
so
be
good,
hosting.
dude.
They're picking the fights. Which, by the way, Phil, you guys need to get that to me so I can pre-film those, film those matches. Get
Those trunks.
Yes. If you guys would please wear those to the show, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will be. They'll be hosting a little wrestling. They'll pick the fights, and I have a little name that death game planned for them.
All
Oh,
right.
A little ambush
nice.
time.
Excellent.
Special
It's gonna
name
be a
that death-
good night.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
a fun night. We'll do a little giveaway and maybe some commercials. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, next Tuesday. So be here for that.
It's gonna be good.
All
Gonna be
right,
great.
continue with
Oh, it's
Top
gonna be
That.
good.
Now look, Cal gave us the prompts for this, and I did need to look up what a Faustian musician was. And just so everybody knows, it's not like it doesn't have to be set in a time period, but it's it was like some German folklore, I think, and it was it was a musician who made a deal with the devil in exchanging his soul for unlimited knowledge and worldly pleasures. So that
Yes, Robert
Yeah,
Johnson
that's-
is the most famous that we know about. Robert
Right.
Johnson was the black folk musician back in the day, and supposedly went down to the crossroads, made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
There was a whole
Fame and
supernatural
fortune.
episode about that.
And there's lots of supernatural episodes about that.
if you're not up on
A lot.
Supernatural, this is the primer for it.
So I want to quickly make a request. I said we'd show the art at the end. I think we should show our art while we're pitching
During.
I agree.
during.
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
it should come afterwards.
You think so?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
It should-
Mark's the
it
only
should
one
come-
judging, so
It should
he's
come
not going
after
to be
the
swayed.
pitch.
It needs to
After
come
the
after
pitch,
the
okay.
pitch.
Yeah. Okay. So we
Clearly,
pitch,
David
and then we
has
show the
something
art.
special planned for his.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
fine. I'm gonna win it anyway. It's no
Pitch,
problem.
then show the image.
Do you have your
pitch.
images ready so you can share them,
Yeah.
gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
I can probably do that. Hold
Macho,
on.
do you want to just want Cal to have?
Yeah,
it
can I send it to you? It's on under pitching in our Discord.
I'll have it ready for you.
You go get it. You go get it.
I got you, big boy.
Thank you.
Daddy's got you. Let me just pull that up. Oh my gosh. All right, we're
So just so everyone knows, we normally pitch stories that should be a comic book, sometimes maybe a movie. We're definitely pitching a TV series. I don't know if you guys wrote that way, but adult animation is TV series. In my mind.
Mine could like make gold right now. I could go ahead and sell this to Matt Groening or whatever. Freaking Groening, whatever.
Groening!
However you say his name. Anyway, who's going first, Mark?
let's start with our.
I'll get mine out of the way.
Oh,
there you go.
You're just gonna do that. Fine. Oh no, that's fine. Whatever.
I'll get
the ball rolling.
Should we set David up before he goes?
Set him up. Set him up.
No, let's save that for comic talk tonight. We have some comic talk, so let's save it. All right.
I flustered him before he started.
Hashtag drag the dead. Your 2 minutes starts roughly now.
Leroy is a musician who lived in the 60s. After his band, The Pigs, broke up, he became a hermit living in an abandoned mushroom farm. The only connection he has to society now is giving guitar lessons. One day, an aspiring musician named Carlos de la Muerta came to Leroy's farm to ask for guitar lessons. Leroy taught him for years before Carlos had the misfortune of being killed by the leader of a local gang of chimps who used their music to practice witchcraft. Filled with rage and sadness at the death of his only friend and pupil, Leroy decides that he will resurrect him with a deal. He must sell his soul to Lucifer so that they can bring balance back to the world. Leroy goes on a quest to find Carlos' body to complete the ritual, resurrecting his student, and attempts to reassemble the pigs. But when the former band members refuse, he realizes he must face this simian threat with his undead pupil and no one else. Meanwhile, the chimps continue practicing the music of witchcraft, causing all sorts of mayhem and ultimately conducting a seance to awaken the ancient god Freya in order to create a new realm of torment in which all humans will be sent. Will Leroy find the carcass of his friend so they can reunite to save the world? Will Satan honor his part in the contract? Will the chimpanzee forces of evil drive the world bananas with with their wicked folk music? Tune in and find out on the new adult animated series, Righteous Metal. Top Daps.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Very good.
That had to have been close. That had to have been close to 2 minutes.
David has the best top that of all of you guys.
It's so like
I just feel like you
it
can
is.
learn
It's
from
very
David.
gangster.
All right, so show us that concept art.
Also, I think your name
I'm
should have
grabbing
been
it.
March
I'm
of
grabbing
the
it
Pigs.
now.
I think would have been a better one. But that's just me.
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's pretty,
Dude, that's so good.
It's pretty awesome.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at those devil monkeys.
Dude. That's so good.
Love it.
Let me just say, you guys have some competition because that's
that's
my favorite thing I've seen all day.
That is daggone.
Man, that's really good, dude. Great job on the guitars too, homeboy.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way and just beat everybody. No big deal.
You want to go next, Macho? You ready to take on?
Oh yeah, I'm not even
Who won last time? Was it
me? I did. I won.
Well, the reigning champion.
I did that old school at work today too. That was fun.
With ballpoint pen, you said.
Ballpoint pen and a piece of copy paper from the printer, and I just had to draw.
Yeah.
What's your excuse, Macho? He did that at work. I know you ride without your hands. You're one of those guys that like puts your hands down.
You could be drawing the whole time.
I can totally ride without that. I can ride my hands with no handlebars. Or what is it?
I used to be able to do that too.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
Handlebars, no handlebars. What is that? What is that song?
I could tell you in a minute I have that song. All right. You tell me when I need to go.
Macho, your 2 minutes starts roughly now.
Tommy had it all figured out. Well, almost. Living in a world that does not appreciate your musical genius is a drag. You keep putting yourself out there, and the world keeps kicking you in your teeth. But Tommy knew for a fact that his music could change the world. So what do you do when no living soul can help you achieve your musical dreams? Obviously, you ask your favorite death metal band, Panther Milk. Unfortunately, contacting the dead is not as easy as it is in the movies. Tommy tried black magic, voodoo, Ouija board. Heck, he even sacrificed a virgin, female, chicken. All that was left was witchcraft, and Tommy had a good feeling about this one. So when the night arrived, Tommy brought forth the spirits of the long-deceased band Panther Milk. There's only one problem. He also let out Beleth, the demon king of music, and he is not going back to hell without a fight. Beleth used his cursed music to enslave people and use them like zombies. His wicked music spreads like wildfire. The only way to stop Beleth and save humanity from the enslavement is to fight fire with fire. So Tommy and Panther Milk set up the most epic, face-melting jam session of all time. It's standing room only in Grand Central Station, and the fight for humanity will be decided right now in Battle of the Bands. Top that.
Woo! All right, are we ready for
That's right. Now look, now wait. I had help on this. I didn't do this art, and I think you'll see that it's not quite as good as my usual art.
See, Macho, I've seen your art. I've seen this. You should probably just take credit for it. Here we go.
That's Tommy right there.
That's
Tommy.
Okay.
That's
I thought
Tommy
that was
right
a little
there.
girl.
I think Tommy's wearing like
There's a
tube
beard.
top.
There's a beard. Look, there's a beard in there.
There is. I see it.
There's the
I see the
beard.
Okay.
That's Tommy and his like luxurious metal hair when he's like
Yeah.
headbanging.
I like his hands. That's
Yeah.
good on him.
He's
Look,
good hands.
Metal hands. He's got
Like how he's really good with the guitar, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of
Very, very
How
good.
does he know that chicken was a virgin? By the way, because
Yeah. How do you know?
that. Maybe that chick. Maybe he raised that chicken from birth.
Yeah.
so,
Cal. Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah.
this is way too hot.
They
to
both
be
have.
over now.
They both have beards.
Way too attractive for Rosie O'Donnell.
That was a thing.
That's
Look.
killing me tonight.
Great pitch, Macho. Great pitch. We
Good
got
job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Poor Muddy's got to compete with that.
All right,
Come
am I
on, Mutt.
next?
Are you ready to top that? Mutt?
I'm ready. Okay, hold on a
I
minute.
always have to go last. I always have to go last.
Do you want to go
Okay.
next?
Kings.
Forget
You're
No,
the
it's
king.
fine.
That's not
No,
good.
Mutt
No,
man.
you already complained about it. Here's
No, I'm not going now because
No, it's
I
too late.
as I complained about it.
You're not gonna do it anymore.
You're
Let's
up.
switch to Mutt man.
your 2 minutes.
No, no,
You got the timer
No.
up. You got the timer up.
Mutt
okay.
man. 75. Your 2 minutes starts now.
Toby Keith was sad. He was a successful country music singer, but he couldn't quite make it into the upper echelon of country
Okay.
music greatness. He had the right hat, the sales numbers, the sleeveless shirt, but he couldn't shake the feeling that he had reached his zenith. One day at the Grand Ole Opry, he bumped into Alan Jackson. Hey, Alan, how's it hanging? Alan Jackson just ignored him. Toby was furious. Why don't you respect me? Alan Jackson turned around with that cool Alan Jackson voice and said, you're not a real star, son. You're a product. Devastated, Toby went back to his deluxe tour bus to weep on his custom MyPillow with the American flag pillowcase. He knew that Alan Jackson was right. After all, when he was discovered by a Nashville producer, he was singing B-52 songs in a gay cruise ship. He could pretend all he wanted, but deep down, he was still that cruise ship singer who voted for Hillary. He knew he had to add something big to his gimmick that would fool everyone. He had a crazy idea. If I could sing with Johnny Cash, no one would ever question my greatness. He went back home to visit his mother, a popular fortune teller in New Orleans. He asked her if there was any way to conjure Johnny Cash from the dead. With compassion for her mildly retarded son, she revealed her secret book of incantations. Ah, here it is, child. Chapter 6, The Music of the Dead. With candles lit, she began to call on Johnny. Within minutes, the haunted echo could be heard from the realm of the dead. I hear a train a coming. Will the ghost of Johnny Cash give Toby what he desires? Or will this be a duet with death? Top that.
Woo! This is you're starting to glitch out. The screen can't even handle all that.
I know.
All right, let me get
I
my...
gave Mutt 1 extra second because I couldn't
Oh
find
my
the frickin'
gosh.
Arnie. I
There was
couldn't
no
find the
extra
right
seconds.
one.
I nailed
Give
it.
him an
I was
Arnie.
thinking that
Give
was
him an
going a bit
Arnie right
long.
now.
I
I know.
nailed... Can't
Yeah,
do that.
good.
You can't do that.
Good.
I
There's
nailed
no
it.
rule saying he can't do that.
I would just
There's
like to
3
inform the
different
jury
Arnies.
to not remember the title of his book.
Oh, this is good. I like this. Dude, Mutt, this is really good, man.
He
I love
worked on this too.
Holy
I had
crap.
to
This
get
is
it done
really
fast.
good.
See, like right there's Toby Keith. That's his mom in front.
Oh, sorry.
She's reading the
Oh my god.
she's reading the incantation, and
Oh
Johnny
my
Cash
gosh.
shows up.
That was the weirdest.
Dude,
stop
this
that I think
is
we've ever
this is
had.
really good.
And there's been some
Look at
weirdness.
Toby Keith.
No offense to Macho's daughter. David and Muttman, you guys killed it on the art tonight. I was feeling pretty good before we went into the night, and I feel pretty bad at this point.
But I want to hang that
It
picture on
was
my wall.
great, dude. I want a
That's
print of
pretty
this. I'm not
amazing.
joking, dude. I want a print of this so bad.
Yeah, I'll definitely share a JPEG with you guys. You can
Yeah.
yeah. See the little
was-
spell has a guitar on it. See
That was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard.
Is that Alan Jackson behind her?
No,
No, it's not Johnny
that's-
Cash.
That's Toby
Oh.
Keith, and then
Toby
Johnny,
Keith. Sorry.
the
Yeah,
ghost
it's
of
Johnny Cash.
His
I don't
mom
know
was
my
like, what's her face from
country
Misery?
That does look like
Dude,
that.
number
That's
one.
exactly what it looks like.
Dude,
Yeah.
Mutt, do a version where you delete everyone else. I want Johnny Cash with all the candles around him like
You want
that.
Zombie
I want-
Cash?
Oh, that
it's
yeah.
so good, dude. It's
Zombie
so
Cash.
good.
Thanks.
Everything's fine, but I want that ominous, like, awesome zombie Johnny Cash. That's so
It's
good.
pretty. It is pretty awesome.
Can we take a can we do a quick intermission because Darth has sent us something on.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, of
do it. Yeah,
course.
let's do it.
Hang on a second.
Chris Graves,
Man.
stick around for my pitch, man.
I don't
That
think I'm
man
gonna be
works
able to get the
fast.
sound to play on this, but I'll do my best here. Hold up. Share.
He has to turn his screen off when he's thinking hard.
I do.
He picks his nose when he's thinking hard.
You don't? I'm thinking real hard. All right, here we. Can you guys see this?
Wasn't dating.
Can everybody see this?
Oh my
That's Cal.
gosh,
That's Cal
That's
Jameson.
amazing! That's Cal
Enlarge.
Jameson.
Yes.
Full screen. There we go.
Oh
Okay.
yes,
I'm
All right,
so
can everyone see
hot.
that? Okay, we good?
you look good, Cal.
Hitting play.
Wasn't dating him. I was fucking him.
Did you kill
Oh.
Mr. Boz, Mr. Trammell?
Is this sound playing on
I'd
this?
have to be pretty
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah.
to look
Crap,
about
sorry.
killing and then kill somebody
Darth,
that I described
It's a
in
family
the-
show.
That didn't take very long.
Wasn't
I love
dating
that it's
him.
freaking Newman.
He kind of looks like Pedro Pascal right there.
That was
Newman.
disturbing.
Newman in there was so good.
Darth, you
Newman,
did it
I know.
again. You did
You
it
did it.
again.
You did it.
Amazing.
Oh man.
We should have like a Darth minute, and every week he just like puts
Yeah.
one of us in a terrible movie.
Just let us know
Why
so
do
we
I
can
choose to do the
sleep
sound? Every
beforehand.
other time I share it doesn't do sound. This
I don't
time
know.
it does.
Yeah,
Oh well. Darth, that was amazing.
Yeah,
Darth,
well done.
that's a challenge.
That
Put us
image
in
will haunt my dreams forever.
put us in an awkward situation in the movie every week and send it to 6 a.m. so you can play it on the show.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, Cal,
It can be
You're up
Darth's
this
deep fake minute.
yeah, Darth's deep. Yeah, that's really hard to say.
Yeah, that's why
Darth's
I
deep fake
picked it.
minute. I'm
Okay.
Kicking Mutt's picture from the studio. Kick from. Oh shoot. There'll be room for the studio. If you want to prevent this person from rejoining, you should ban them instead.
I never
Yeah.
know what to do
Yeah,
there. I just
ban
leave
him.
it.
Oh, did I just ban Mutt? Where's Mutt?
Take Cal off the screen.
Did I kick Muddy out?
Take Cal off real
Oh
quick.
no, Mutt, come back. I'm sorry. I didn't.
You did.
I guess
You
that was
banned
Mutt.
him.
Was
You-
Mutt?
I never
serious?
click yes because I'm always worried that I'm going to ban the person.
You
Oh,
banned
you do.
No,
Mutt.
he's not
You
banned. I
banned
just
Mutt.
kicked him out. How do we
You
get him
banned
back?
him.
Mutt, come back, please.
He'll come back. I'm going to wait for him to come back.
Will he though?
See you at the crossroads, so you
probably
won't
doesn't
be
know he's gone yet.
lonely. See you at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely.
You been listening to some Bone Thugs?
Gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody.
Does Mutt just not want to come back? He probably did this on purpose so he could just leave.
See you at the
He might just be
crossroads,
being
so
silent.
You won't be lonely. Crossroads, so you won't be
What?
lonely.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna miss
There he is.
everybody.
There he
Gonna
is.
miss everybody.
Sorry,
What the
buddy.
heck, man?
I
He
thought it was
banned-
because when
he
you share
banned
something,
you.
it makes an extra person on there with the picture, and I thought the picture was the separate one, so I kicked it.
He
It,
banned
it
us.
groups them together. They're the
Oh.
same person.
All right, we're back to Cal here.
Let's go.
All right, Cal, I'm gonna give you your 2 minutes because I don't trust you.
Oh, you're gonna do me? You're gonna time me? Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Let me get
yeah.
my
I'm gonna do
one
you
note
in
up.
here. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready? Your 2 minutes begins now.
The year is 1965. Famous musician Garth Grindleshuck, half of the folk duo Simpson and Grindleshuck, has just died after getting drunk and trying to swim across Lake Erie in a thunderstorm, fully clothed. Devastated that he'll never realize his dream of jamming with his idol, prodigious singer and guitarist, and Grindleshuck superfan Trevor follows the example of Garth, who notoriously claimed to have sold his soul for fame and fortune. The misguided musician seeks out a demon who will accept his soul as payment to bring Garth back to life so they can jam. But he botches the ritual, and instead of summoning the devil, he summons a lesser demon named Debul with 2 B's, which is Hebrew, no joke, for jerk. While Debul, the jerky demon he is, plans to trick Trevor into giving up his immortal soul and his life, Trevor's devoutly Christian little sister Tina intervenes and foils the demon's plan, saving her brother's life and locking Debul inside Trevor's pet snake, which becomes the proverbial devil on his shoulder, tempting him to do stupid things that could get him killed. Inadvertently, Garth Grindleshuck's soggy, inebriated spirit is also summoned back from hell to provide fourth wall-breaking commentary on the hijinks. Crossroads is a zany romp through 60s sibling drama, pop occultism, and true religion that follows the brother and sister duo as Tina effortlessly thwarts Devil's plans to steal Trevor's life and his soul, with the waterlogged specter of Garth Grindleshuck playing drunk narrator. Top that! I can't see what's happening because I have my one note up, but I'm sure I look awesome, right?
Hey, did Mutt say top that when he was done?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes.
Mark, you're muted, Mark.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there we
you
go.
are.
He did,
Okay.
but it was after time technically.
Oh,
So I don't know
yeah.
if it counts.
I don't know if it
He might be
counts. Yeah, I don't know
disqualified for that.
I don't know if it counts.
Look at that face.
It's a face. That's a face of somebody who knows they've lost.
No,
That is true.
I
Oh,
didn't.
sorry about that, Cal. There
There
we
was
go.
no bug.
Oh,
Oh!
this is very
Yeah.
Simpsons. Very
Look
Simpsons.
look at Tina. She's literally a Christian girl.
Yeah, she's
Tina's a
very
little Christian girl. My sister,
No,
my
she
daughter
does it
loves.
close.
She's like, I love the little Christian girl because I was showing him.
Cal, this is
Yeah.
why I get mad when you say you're not an artist.
I know.
Because then
It
you
I
get
know,
stuff like
right?
this.
I'm not
Yeah.
technically an artist. Whatever. Get out of here.
Simpsons is
Yeah.
easy to draw. Anyone can draw Simpsons.
Have you? Did you see what I
Some
turned
people-
in?
No, you
I
didn't
got-
turn in
I
anything.
would
Your
have.
daughter did.
I would though. So this is showing what an artist I'm not. I couldn't make Garth Grindleshuck look soggy without
Soggy.
a lot of work, so I just left him looking like a ghost. But he should look soggy. He should look wet. But anyway,
You just
yeah.
add
So
some
that's
drips.
Tina. That's we got Trevor and Debul. No joke. That Debul, the Hebrew word Debul means jerk. So like it would make
That's
sense if
pretty
he like
funny.
screwed up the ritual by just saying devil with a B instead of a V. And then you got Garth Grindleshuck over on the right.
So I imagine the interaction between these 3 characters is that the little Christian girl is like sickeningly happy and upbeat, and those 2 guys are like pretty much hate life. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and so the audience doesn't, or the characters don't see Garth. Only the audience does. So he's literally just a fourth wall breaking narrator, but he's drunk. So picture like if Johnny Depp, like the real person Johnny Depp, had to narrate a TV show.
By the way, welcome to Statistical Zero.
Thank
Welcome,
you for
Stat.
joining us.
That-
I'm here with a surprise pitch.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
right, yes.
Oh, we get another pitch. All right, so there's
By the way,
my
Cal,
game.
before he goes, let me show you how you do soggy.
Okay, please.
I'll show you soggy. This is how you do soggy.
Ew,
Yeah,
that
no,
is
we all
soggy.
saw this. We don't need to see it again.
That's
but thank
a
you.
horrible thing.
It'll be our
Horrible
background
thing.
stuff, but you guys didn't. Anyway.
Yeah, I saw this and I
Get it?
could have thought soggy, but I thought gross.
God.
I don't ever want to look at that again.
Yeah.
Get
And
those
then I-
nipples. Get all those nipples off the screen.
Yeah. And there's something dripping down. Ugh.
Ugh.
Gross.
The residue.
Ugh.
I was very proud of that. Look at that. Let's see that. Look at that.
Chris likes my art. Chris, the artist for me,
There you go.
likes my art. So that means
praise
I'm
You know what?
awesome.
He might
But
just
it's-
quit now. You know, Cal thinks he can do it better than you now.
I know.
this is-
It's
No,
only
I
because
know.
he didn't. It's only
No,
because
I
he
know.
didn't see my art. That's why.
Yeah, we don't like to
Thanks,
pay
Chris.
Cal too many compliments because he literally cannot take it. Like he just turns into the biggest complete jerk you've ever met
Oh
in your whole
yeah,
life.
no, I'm a diva all
Yeah.
the way.
But we try not to-
He's like, you're fat, Mark. Shut up. I'm like, oh.
Where's my Evian? I want my Evian water.
Well, Stat.
Let's do it.
You have the floor, and give me a second here. I'm going to set you up.
All right, let me share my screen now. Bear in mind that I got my internet back not too long ago, but I had about 10-15 minutes to set this all up. This quick concept art. It's all
This is what everybody says right before they win.
Right before the-
No,
Well,
no,
Stat,
this
we're
is
showing
no big
these-
deal.
So we're showing these after the pitch.
Okay,
So
great. This is
I'll
slapdash.
share that once you're. All right, so your 2 minutes begins now.
Okay, so Jerry is a guy with 4 siblings, very close to him all his life. The only problem is they are actually part of his body. One lives in his left arm, one in his right, one in his left knee, one in his right knee, and they go everywhere together. Now, the right arm, right hand man, Jerry, has always wanted to rock with his favorite dead musicians. Now his sister Jane, she can actually set that up as she is a practicing witch. Now the two legs won't allow this to happen because they're both born Christians, because they both have soul. And together they are trying to fend off, or at least a couple of them are trying to fend off Beelzebub, the evil light bulb that shows up whenever they have a bad idea and tries to get them to sell their soul. So in the first episode, yes, the Jane is trying to resurrect a rocker, and the legs are trying to run as fast as they can away from Beelzebub. Well, they can. Will it happen? Find out. Top that. And the name of the thing is called Table for Ones.
Let's see.
Table for one.
Expand.
Oh yeah, expand.
Enlarge.
Hit F.
Oh,
Are you in Photoshop or Illustrator?
F for expand.
F.
That makes no sense.
Oh.
Just hit
I
the
didn't
F
know
key.
that.
Yeah, if you just hit the F key,
it's in Quick Paint. Here, I'll just.
Oh, Quick Paint. Oh, I don't know. Quick Paint.
I'm just enlarging my screen so I can see it. Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right, so there he is,
Yeah, those
wearing his
are
baggy
ones.
clothing.
Looks like Geppetto.
There's his siblings.
Oh my god, that's a horror movie.
Macho, he did this like 3 minutes before the stream. just so
Yeah,
you
I know. I get it. I got it. They're in the
Oh my
kneecaps.
gosh.
I'm grossed out. I'm grossed out.
Cal, you get weirded out by the weird stuff.
Beelzebub.
I know I do. Beelzebub. I love it.
Bad idea.
That's
Love
almost
it.
as good as Deadpool.
Oh my gosh.
Almost.
Yep,
yeah.
that's Table for
Almost.
Ones.
Table for once.
Bravo. I love all the pitches tonight, man. Mark, I don't know how you're going to choose.
Yeah,
No,
what
I'm
are you
struggling because this is
All right.
probably
Go ahead and give the
other top stats for
let
our
the
top
let the chat, if you have a favorite, go ahead and vote.
Yeah.
We'll give it a couple minutes.
Yeah.
That was good, man. We had
Happy Tuesday,
five of them too. That's good.
Whoops.
Yeah, I thought that was probably the best one ever. I liked
It was
all the
pretty
pitches.
dang good. It was
And
good.
I like that they were all cartoons. It just put that in my head so I could kind of see everything coming to life.
Right.
Yeah, it's fun. It's real fun. We should do this again soon.
Okay.
You know, if we ever want to change
Maybe
the name
next
of top that, we could change it to Where My Pitches.
Oh man,
Pitch slap.
I got 99 pitches. 99 problems, but a
Chat,
pitch
come
ain't
on.
one.
Pitch
Yeah.
8-1.
Yeah, I know there's at least 3 of you hanging out. You guys have to have votes on this. Come
It's
on.
probably just
If-
all of
somebody.
us.
Anybody out there
Chat,
wants to do their own pitch show, you can't call it what we call it, but you could
Yeah.
call it Son of Pitch. Son of Pitch.
Son of a
Oh,
pitch.
yeah.
Son of a pitch.
Son of a pitch.
Son of a pitch.
Yeah, we won't be offended, you guys. Jason, Chris,
Pitch, please.
Yeah, please.
whoever else, Darth.
Somebody.
If you don't say me,
Dave-
I
no,
will
Dave-
be
None of them will be offended that you choose me. Jason,
Rusty,
you dirty traitor.
Jason, Rusty.
Well, Mutt has 1 point.
Yeah.
You missed the
I
first
guess-
two.
Thank you.
So Chris is voting for Cal.
That's okay, Chris. You can just vote for me. It's fine. No, I will say, I totally lost this once I started hearing Mutts because it's so funny. So good.
I liked mine. That was good.
So we're just going to say 1 point Cal, 1 point Mutt, no points Macho or Dave, which I am surprised by because I am very much leaning towards Dave, but also Stat with that surprise pitch. Got me.
Yeah.
I've never been torn before. This is the first time I actually don't know what to pick.
I'm
That was
torn
like
and I'm even competing and I'm
That was
torn.
the after credit sequence.
The imagery really does add a lot to the pitch.
It does. I'm digging. It's you know what it is. The artist in me is just drawn towards Stat's picture. But oh, look at this! 2 votes Cal.
Kokoshuko.
Kokoshuko Papashango.
I'm just gonna say because I know we've all seen Family Guy, we've all seen Simpsons.
Oh my gosh. Share all the images if you're going to share
Let
one.
me just get some votes because you could see these guys in the shows, right? I mean, they would fit right into Family Guy or Simpsons. They just slot right in.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
Show this one too.
How do I get rid of your picture? Well, I get a
freaking love
totally,
it. I freaking love it.
I see something different every time that pops up initially, and then
Dude, I just want Johnny
Cash
Cash. I
was
want
going on
that Johnny
after that.
Cash with candles all around. I just want that so bad on my wall. So good.
all right. Well, look,
I
as
picture
much
him
as
singing,
as much as I love this picture, my vote is actually going to Dave tonight.
Dave.
Ah,
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
lame.
Once again, Dave gets us.
But
He just
special-
got you. He just got you with his smile. We know.
Well,
I know.
well, look at it.
Yeah. Brett
Look at.
Look at it. I also seriously, I want to know what's going on in that back room. It's very.
God, I'm
mysterious.
not even mad.
I always feel like there's a seance going on back there or something. The short bus with
the short.
Just kidding.
Do it.
We'll do that later when we do comic talk.
Are we not doing
I just-
comic talk yet?
All right, who
No,
won?
let's-
David won. Did Dave win?
Well, I give David my 10 points tonight.
Wow.
I thoroughly enjoyed David's pitch.
I think
Okay.
Kokoshuko has been around long enough. He should get 9 points. And
I'll
if
give-
you
I'll
add his
give him
9
2.
points
I'll give him 2. That puts you
To,
at a solid second place. There you go.
to Chris Graves is 1 point. That's 10 points. So
We're assuming his vote was for Cal, but it very well could have been for Macho. Or no, who was second? Who was third? Was that Mutt?
That was Mutt.
That was Mutt. So he missed yours, Macho.
That's okay. He couldn't handle it.
What is all these things going on? Stop it. Yes, we like your picture, Cal. You're a very talented artist. We're all very proud of you.
Yeah, I do like it too.
Thanks,
Get
guys.
crap out of here. How do I remove that?
Thank you.
I
I'll
vote
take
for
it
everybody.
How
out.
do I remember?
I'll
Yeah.
take it out.
I vote for everybody except Macho this time. I do
What the
not
heck?
vote for Macho.
What? What is
Everyone
wrong
else.
with you?
Just everyone else.
So secretly, he just sent me a message. I'm going to read it right now. Macho, I'm going to say this live on stream. I vote for everybody else, but yours is the one that I truly love. Don't worry, we're still besties. XOXO. That's what he said just now.
Who said that?
Mutt,
said
he
that?
just sent me that message. Can you
Mutt!
believe that?
How dare you?
He's
You,
lying.
you pitched tonight.
He's lying.
Oh, he's lying?
He's
Okay.
lying, man.
That makes sense. That totally
Yeah.
tracks, actually.
Game.
Yeah, he's lying.
You know what the sad thing is? It was very easy to believe Mutt actually sent that to Macho.
Oh, man. Whatever, I got it. I have it right here. I'll show you.
they're all really good pitches tonight. I'm fine not winning tonight because
Yeah, let's declare everybody a
pitch
winner.
was great.
They were
Let's
all-
take it away from David and let's share it with everybody.
I don't want a
Everybody's winner.
participation trophy.
No, I totally want it. I want the
I'll be right
participation trophy. I collect those.
Get that white force plate.
Participation trophies.
Yeah, I collect those, man.
Macho's got like a whole closet full of.
I've been collecting those for years.
He's got them from everything, like watermelon seed spitting contest trophy, baseball bench warming trophy. He's got them all.
Look,
what happened to Mark? What did he do?
He said he'll be right back.
He had to go pee.
Oh, pee time.
All right.
Wait. What does it all mean, Rusty?
No, we can't. Sorry, Rusty. You have to go.
What
back
is it all? Is it all the pitches or the whole show? I don't know.
What's the melt value of participation trophy?
I don't know what the melt value of plastic.
Yeah, it's just plastic. It's the meaning of it, really. It's the meaning that you were.
You don't even get it engraved anymore. It's dry erase now.
I like my daughter got this trophy at there's this local church and they do these day camps, and she did something and they gave her this trophy, and there's a sticker and it was like a soccer sticker or something like that, and it wasn't a soccer trophy. They just gave it to her like, hey, good job, you won, you got this trophy. And I noticed that a edge was peeling up, and I went to like unpeel it, and then there was like another sport underneath it. They just covered it with a soccer sticker to make it a soccer trophy because they had just extras, I guess.
I'm back.
That's great.
It was pretty funny.
You missed a great story by Macho.
I figured I saw his little thing doing this. When
I was telling such a good story, you'll never hear it again. I'm never gonna utter it.
Yeah, he ended it with participate in that.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd Cal go?
He just said he's had enough. He's had enough of you and your filthy mouth. He's out.
Look, all I know is I left. We had 6 viewers. I come back. We got 3. So I don't know what Macho said. But, and I don't know what this means.
Look.
Orwellian. Hey, can I show something real quick that I've worked on recently?
Yes.
Do we have time for that?
This right here?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So me and Macho, like we're making a book right now. It's called Hero 2. It's the second comic book in our trilogy that we're making called Hero, HIRO, Hardware Integrated Reanimation Ordnance. It's about an undead super soldier. It's really cool. You should check it out. But our little group, our little company is called Atomic Elbow Comics. And I made this logo recently for
good.
Atomic Elbow. And it's going to be kind of like, corner box style logo that we're going to put on some our books and anything that we publish through our venture together.
Yeah.
My favorite part, that little lightning bolt cracking through the skull there at the top.
It's so good.
I love that.
It's so good. It like totally matches the feel and the vibe, and it has a lot of purple in it. Purple's my favorite color.
Yeah.
And
you put this up and the viewership went back up again.
The colors are awesome. Like the Kirby Crackle in it, freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Kirby. Yeah. I still love that Kirby Crackle term. I never heard that before.
Kirby Crackle. He didn't hear that until last week.
I never heard that term before.
He didn't know what Kirby Crackle was.
I knew what it was. I just never heard it called that.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a name for it.
Yeah.
The meaning behind the Atomic Elbow Comics, or what we strive for, is a rad comics from a Christian worldview that will blow your mind.
That's right.
So like we're two Christian creators. We're not making like tracks necessarily. We're not making the advertisements for Christianity. But we are making stories that resonate from that worldview. So what we make is birthed out of that. And so we believe that gives us a good potential for, true value in heroes and heroism and, destroying evil, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. And the most recent panel, or page rather, that Mutt shared is pretty freaking awesome. And we shouldn't show that because it's a really pivotal point, but pretty awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm pumped. You inspired me this week, man. Totally inspired me.
These two love each other so much; it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're like we got
gross.
Some detail.
Look at it. It's so good.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun with this.
I really dig this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Really good stuff.
I took the picture of my children off of the background of my phone.
Wow.
Whatever.
As it should be.
Kids, my progeny, the fruit of my loins. No.
I
doing
see
this
them. I see them
elbow
every
thing.
day. I see them every day. Okay.
Look, every time you write something and Mutt draws it, it's like you two made a little baby every time. So
That's
it-
right.
Who
That's-
picked the
Exactly.
Stressing me out, Mark.
Was that Dave?
Who picked the colors for this?
Mutt
I
did it.
did.
This is sexy. It's really it's really nice.
It is. Yeah.
Did you say I gross you out, Cal? Did I gross you out?
Yes, I did say that.
What? Mutt and Macho had a
I'll
little
say it
baby.
again.
It's fine.
We have creative
This
babies.
is Mutt and Macho's little baby that they
It's
have
our-
make-
together.
We
Yeah.
make mental creativity love, and out of that love is
Page
birth.
babies.
Dude, that's the plot of
Creative
Avatar.
baby.
I think they did that in Avatar.
Elbow
The
touch.
pictures of the writing session, they have their little nolly tails.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they did. Is they made mental love.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah,
that
so
Take
look
My
for it,
Breath
look-
Away song.
Look for more and more stuff. We're gonna just keep going, keep making.
That's right. That's
Look
right.
for more stuff.
Beautiful.
We're
It's gonna
doing
be
our
good.
best with the time we have. We're both dads. We're both working men, so we have to provide for our families and all
That's
that.
right.
So,
Things men do.
yeah. So we don't have all the time in the world, but we're doing the best we can with the time we got.
Look at that. Look at that. Beautifully spoken.
Yeah.
Speaking of what did I say of gay love, I guess. I reluctantly
Nobody said that.
I should finish the
Speaking of
sentence.
gay love.
We said creative love is what we said.
Whatever. Love is love.
Same thing.
Hashtag love
He
one when you guys
can't
make
quit
hero.
him.
Yeah. I reluctantly saw the new Thor movie this weekend.
Wow,
What?
really?
What?
Thank you.
How dare you?
How
dare you?
Look, wait.
I didn't
This
know. Let
is
me
the
let me
guy-
clarify. I didn't want to.
wait. Oh my gosh! Somebody twisted your arm and
Yeah,
made
this
a
is
little
so
mark against
hypocritical.
the
We
movie.
visited a friend out of
This is the
town.
guy.
He bought tickets for. He wanted to see it, and I wasn't going to be a jerk, so I went along with it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh!
It
Spotlight
is-
Mark while he's talking about this.
Yeah, let's see
Go
the
ahead.
spotlight. Let's
get a
see the
spotlight
sweat
him.
beads because
All
you
right,
got
go
to
ahead.
explain why
No,
you
I got
supported
no
Disney
shame.
this weekend.
Look, you guys, start like ogling over Disney Plus every time a new Star Wars show comes out. Macho's like, it'll be better this
Every-
time. It won't-
every
it won't be bad
time.
this time.
Look, every time we talk about anything, Mark's like, "I'm never giving Disney another dime of my money."
Let me be
Never.
clear. I did not give Disney a dime for this. The tickets were purchased. I just had to sit in the theater and watch the gay.
All right,
happen.
give us your
Was it?
Here's
was
what
it?
frustrates me.
Yeah.
You take the agenda out of this movie, and I thought it was a cool movie. Take the agenda out. Unfortunately, it's riddled with their little moment. You could tell that they were splicing these parts in there so they could easily pull them out when they showed this in some other foreign theater, because it's literally like a hetero scene's happening over here, and then it immediately cuts, and you got Valkyrie and the Rock guy talking about their gay lovers,
the Rock guy.
and it
Oh.
like cuts like Korg.
The
is that
Rock
his name?
guy is gay.
Korg
Yeah,
is gay.
come on.
I know. He's
He fell in love with another rock named Dwayne.
Yeah. Did you see?
No,
I
I,
mean,
saw, I watched
seriously,
a couple of
come on.
spoilers. Sorry,
But it's unconfirmed.
Freaking disgusting.
The Rock thing, I wasn't even sure if maybe it's like a race of all dudes, because he talks about his dad and his other dad putting hands over lava and it forms a little rock baby. And then at the end of it, he seems to have found another dude.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. They don't clarify that, but they very randomly throw it in there in the movie just out of the blue. It's just like
F you, Marble. F you.
don't
F
full
you
screen me.
all
This
the
isn't
way.
like a full
In the
review.
behind. No, you
But
don't
here's
like
what
mine.
annoyed, like all that stuff you take it out visually, like there were scenes in this movie that I thought were some of the best stuff that they've done. Like there's this whole like weird black and white planet, and it looks like something out of a 50s like sci-fi, like something like Metropolis,
Like Sin City.
No, like old school. Like I swear they were using like stop motion or shadow puppets or something at one point.
Huh.
Like was it Gore the God Slayer?
Yeah.
He's in this like weird round. It looks like something out of like Mario Galaxy, just this little planet, and they're like running around on it. It's like a little circle, and like he's got these like shadow creatures coming out, and it's all black and white. It looks like something like out of like Nosferatu or like one of those old like
That's
30s
cool.
silent film. Like it was like, awesome looking. They had so much of that stuff in the movie, and I was on board with that. But it's they just beat you over the head with the other stuff.
I
And
still
also,
want to see
the
it.
Guardians of the Galaxy thing was a complete bait and switch.
I still want to see it. I'm still going to
No,
go see it. Probably.
don't do it.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Don't
do it.
do
I'm going to do
it.
it. I'm going to do it.
You're gonna watch it on Disney Plus when it comes out.
No,
You'll
I'm going to
have
do it
Mickey
just
ears
because it's
on when
making
you
y'all
watch
mad.
it.
Hey, look, have y'all seen Doctor Strange, Multiverse
No.
of Madness?
No.
Yeah.
But you did.
Look,
Did
I
you?
Here's
did.
Doctor Strange in his multiverse.
I did. If you take out the rest of the Marvel universe, it wasn't. I didn't think it was like absolutely terrible. They do totally put in their own agenda in that movie, but it wasn't quite as in your face. Maybe as Thor. There's like one or two parts that were pretty.
Well, the thing is, like Thor, like it's not like it's all throughout. It's like these little, like, I think in total, if you were to tally up the gayness in the movie, it's like not even like 15 seconds worth of it.
Yeah,
maybe less. Like they kind of throw these little lines in there, and it's like, oh, rock monsters making babies and their dudes. So like they clearly were able to, like, if you like, I could edit this movie and take it out and you wouldn't even notice if I were to make a cut of that movie.
Yeah.
It'd be so easily to just take it out of there.
That's the thing, though. That's their agenda, though, is to get it in so it's there.
Mutt, what did you think about Doctor Strange?
I liked it. I thought it was a fun movie. There was definitely parts of it that I was just like, totally lame. It wasn't about Doctor Strange enough. It was more about Wanda, you know?
Yeah.
So they should have called it, instead of like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, if they'd called it Doctor Strange versus the Scarlet Witch, that would have been more apt, and then people would have sort of understood more what they're getting into.
Yeah.
But I like the different worlds. There's a lot of coolness to that. I kind of dug. I liked America Chavez character and how she, like, her character and what she did, like her powers and stuff. I thought were kind of cool looking. But it was
Thank you, Cal.
The actress herself was cheeseball, like. But how they kind of brought that character to life was kind of neat, But then, like, she's just too powerful. There's all these elements about it that are just silly, too much, too powerful, too. What are you doing?
This is that's a picture.
Look at that.
I have screenshotted it. We're going to use that for some kind of
this
week at Disney or something. We'll have Cal's get off my
I was
lawn face.
frozen in an eye roll that was going so fast that all you could see was the front of my eye. It was just like
just looking around.
Yeah, like out of Marvel. Okay, for Marvel movies, I give Doctor Strange like 5 out of 10.
Okay.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd go with
when
that.
my daughter plays Lego Marvel and she starts playing starts playing America Chavez, my eyes start rolling. Like, you can't play that character. Just switch characters right now.
The only thing I liked about America Chavez was like when she would use the star power, how it looked. Like,
it was cool.
Like the way the star, like,
that's how they get you. It's the power. It's how it looks. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you,
brothers.
That's how they get you.
I was starting to get tired of it.
We're dazzled by the pretty color. Look at how pretty that is. Now I'm okay with all the gayness.
That's how they get you, Mutt. Next thing you know.
Yeah.
I was just kind of getting tired of
Anyway.
Yeah. It just wasn't like, in parts of it were just like Sam Raimi. First, let me just say this: what I dug about it was like when you zoom out to a city scene. Just leave that up. Just leave it up. In a Sam Raimi movie, think Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah, I love Sam Raimi.
When you pull out to like a battle scene in a cityscape, like that is Sam Raimi at his best. And there were some scenes in that movie that were awesome.
You Sam Raimi fanboys. You're the reason that movie made as much money as it did.
Out of all of us goons, I'm surprised that I'm the one who didn't see. Me and Mark are the one who didn't see that, because I was the one that, remember our Discord, I was like, I think I might see it still because I love Sam Raimi, and I feel like I was getting crapped on. But,
by Mark.
I know. Mark would be the one.
He goes and sees what's been dubbed the gayest Marvel movie of all time. He goes.
I know it is ironic that's the one I had to go see.
No, I thought,
no regrets. No regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah. It was entertaining. It was all right.
But no, it annoys me because I feel like it's funny. I watched like Critical Drinker, his take on that movie.
Yeah.
And it, like he totally like
hilarious.
picks it apart to pieces, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess that has a whole bunch of flaws. But like for some dummy going to the theater,
Yeah.
who maybe isn't bothered by that stuff.
Kept falling asleep. Dar says
I'll
he
show
kept
this one.
falling asleep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I just thought, hey, look, my Christian brothers, I had to confess a horrible sin this week.
I'm glad you did.
that I
You
saw.
did.
Good for the soul.
It's too bad. The short bus with
The
David
short
Is that what it
bus,
is?
man. The short box.
With David the Dime.
David the Time. Slide the contents out of the box. In all spots. In all spots. You probably rated point David the Time.
I'm gonna take my shirt off and put on a cowboy hat.
The smile of a child. Beautiful.
Innocent smile. He has an
Innocence.
innocent.
Just innocence right there.
Yeah.
I figure that's a
Are we
good
actually doing the
segue.
short box with David the Dime? Is that what we're doing right now?
Well, I'm just, we're done with everything else, so might as well
You
just
had to
move on.
straighten up the stream a little bit, right?
Yeah. Can we do some like question discussion time? And then if we have time to show comics, we can do that too.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
I got a few questions that
No one watches anyway.
are you guys cool with that if I do the
Story
questions that I put in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chat?
Do
Okay.
it. We got 5 viewers. This is like
Do it to it.
half.
All right.
Yeah.
We had like 8 earlier, but this is pretty good.
I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of streaming right now.
I think
Yeah.
people finally tuned in and then they heard me being like, Thor is wicked
Man.
gay, and I saw it, and then everyone left.
All right. So over this last couple of days, like the 24-hour period, there's been a huge disturbance in the mainstream comic world where Ripaverse comes in and lands $1 million comic on everybody.
What, in 2 days, right? Like
yeah, it's no, I
$1
think
million
was like
in
24
less
hours
than
or
2
something.
days.
it was less than 24 hours, I believe. He rolled in $1 million for his very first comic.
$1 million he rolled in.
Yes.
Yep. So far, Macho. This is the first 2 days of his
Gosh.
campaign.
Yeah. All right,
Macho,
and
do you know who Eric July is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, we had him on our match one time. He was one of our special guest wrestlers.
He was. He had him beat up Peter Smitty.
Yeah.
He's forgettable. He's forgettable.
Oh, right. They had a beef, right? Didn't
Yeah, they had a
like,
little
for
beef,
short
and so
period?
they squashed it in the ring. Apparently,
Yeah, they did. But anyway, so this was a humongous sort of like event, and it sort of, in my opinion, sets a new precedent where an independent guy like that could come in and really make waves. Now, there's been other people that have made over $1 million on a comic. I don't think anybody in any campaign has made this much money this quickly. And also, he didn't use any of the campaigning tools that most people use, like Indiegogo or Kickstarter. He created his own infrastructure and did it himself. And in a strange decision, in my opinion, he printed everything beforehand and got his stock beforehand before he really knew what he was going to sell. So he's got a little bit of a unique problem in that he's going to have to go back and figure out like how many more prints to buy after this campaign. I think it's like a 75-day campaign, something crazy. So anyway, my question is, how do you guys think, like, how did this success happen and what can we learn from it? Because we're campaigners. A lot of us have campaigned a comic. A lot of us have done projects where we've had to get backers. So, and some of us are looking forward to doing that in the future. So
yeah. Well, I mean, he's unique because he's not just some comic guy on the internet. He's he's built his audience in a few very unique kind of categories, different communities, where he's in the metal scene with music, he's in the pop culture scene, politics is a big one, and obviously comics. I actually found out about him a couple of years ago. He did some thing on Supergirl or something, and I don't know how much he's out there. Yeah, he so I mean, he's somebody. I mean, he's been building. They talk about building your platform, and he's someone who's been doing it for, I mean, years.
yeah.
And I don't know when he got big exactly. Like I said, I found out about him a couple of years ago, and he wasn't even associated yet with really anybody. Then I think later he got he started being kind of buddies with I think like the Geekies and Gamers crew and Neurotic and EBS and all those guys. But I mean, he's been in like so many different communities. And I caught a bit of a stream yesterday, and really a lot of the super chats were all saying stuff like, "Hey, this is the first comic I've ever bought, so congratulations. Hey, I don't really know much about comics, but I want to support you." And so I think a large chunk of that success isn't, necessarily people moving away from mainstream or Marvel or DC, but I think he's actually gotten a lot of people who have bought into it based on who he is and his character and his interactions over time. So he's really unique. Like he's not like a comics gay guy. He's not like a fandom menace person. He's just kind of his own weird subcategory of, I don't even know, content creator.
Yeah.
But he's somebody he's been talking about, people need to create their own stuff, and he's been going after, Marvel and DC for a long time. So he finally just, I know he's been planning this for a long time. He's hyped it up for a long time. So he's kind of like a self-made man in that,
Yeah.
What's his first book about?
I haven't looked at that much. It's like a farmer who used to be a superhero and didn't care for it much, and so he went back to like a simple life. But then something pulls him back in. Yeah. What's it called? Isom or
Isom? In search of more Isom.
Isom. What's that?
In search of more Isom.
In search of more Isom. Is that real or is that
what it stands for? I think.
In search of
more Isom.
Yeah.
What did you guys say his the mutants are called in that? They're called
accepts. Like I think it's short for exceptional. It's accepts.
Yeah, I was joking before. This should have been called Rippas, and when he finally does his new mutants version of it, he can call it the Young Rippas.
Is he? Did he launch this on Indiegogo? Where did he launch?
No, on his own website. But his website is set up just like an Indiegogo campaign, so it's like matching a campaign type layout, but it's just an order form on his website.
Yep. What's his website? Rippaverse.com.
Rippaverse.com or something.
Yeah.
So he's very successful based on what he's done up to now. I think the real sign of success, I mean, obviously you consider the success, but I think when he launches his next campaign based on kind of what people thought of this one, I think that'll be the big reveal of how, I think he'll still probably make $1 million the next time too, but I'm curious.
He's in the superhero genre, right? So like that's a pretty tough genre. Like it's straight superhero. To me, it looks like it's just straight superhero story. Like it's a Superman type or some kind of a super powered people type. And it looks kind of like it's got that classical bend to it. So it's going to be interesting to see like how popular that gets and if it can actually compete in that superhero genre long term.
He looks just like. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Stat. He looks just like Invincible, except he doesn't have a mask.
An orange. It's like an orange Invincible.
I mean,
sorry, Stat. What were you going to say there?
So either way, he's not really going to know how he's doing until like issue 2, because the first issues always get a huge bump off of curiosity alone, and then you'll see either the same or more, or much less. Sometimes 30 to 60% less, depending on what it is. But I mean, I don't really see that here, but that's when you'll know how you're doing. Right.
The other thing I was thinking is this is his website, and like, not that he would do this or anything. This is me playing devil's advocate. He could have just, dropped a couple extra zeros in there. You know what I mean? Like, not that he would do that, but how hard would it be to just, put a comment in there and a couple extra zeros?
There's no accountability there really,
right.
but
it depends what he's actually using for that. I don't think
I tend to believe the numbers, but I have a question. I'm just something I've been thinking about. You guys know Drawn Talk on Twitter? Is it Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler. Yeah.
So he had a video. I'm going to forget that he talked about Shinobi Sasquatch creators taking the money and running. But he lumped us together with Cash Grab and
I'll have a word with Tyler about that. Okay, you don't.
I already did. I mean, I mentioned it. I said, "Hey, a great video," except for the part where you said we took the money and ran. Rob's been working on pages. Like I don't know if I will show later, but Rob's finished 2 pages and he's working on the next one now.
Nice.
So he's working.
They're coming
Anyway,
for you, Macho.
He had a video. He had a video talking about how, like, the Riververse might be bad for smaller indie creators, and I kind of feel like it might be the opposite, because like you were saying, there's these comments from people saying, "Hey, my first time ever, getting a comic book."
Right.
My opinion is I feel like it might be good for indie creators, because Eric July is saying, "Hey, all you people who follow me for my pop culture, takes and whatever, now I'm making a comic and all these people are backing him." Those people might read the book and go, "Oh, I want more stuff like this," and go to Indiegogo or whatever.
I'm never of the mindset that anybody's success is bad for anybody else. I think that's a silly mindset. And I think it comes from a lot of jealousy from people. My money, it's not like I have like, here's $10 and I'm only giving it to, this guy's popular. So therefore I will not be purchasing this person's because whatever's more popular. I don't think people think that way. I think,
right.
Hey, David, in terms of like comic shops, like what do you think? Does that, like when you see a book like that's humongous, do you try to get a retailer amount, or do you think about it in terms like that? Or is it just about what you're interested in personally?
For the shop?
Yeah.
The shop, that's a whole other thing. The thing with the shop has more to do with what do I think that people in this area who will walk into the store are going to be interested in picking up.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's kind of irrelevant. You know what I mean? And part of it might be because of where I live and where the shop is. Like this is not a big place. Like I think of the population in the whole county here is like 120, 130,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Huge religious segment that has a tendency to kind of stick to their own as it is, and then comics are niche already. So it's like you're looking for a niche community in a small community.
Yeah.
So that's why as far as book stuff goes, as far as what I keep on the shelves, I focus on graphic novels, hefty trades, epic collections, stuff like that, because they have a better shelf life. Yeah. And then current stuff is like strictly subscription. The only stuff I even get like extras of to keep laying around are like Spider-Man, something like that, because that tends to be the type of thing if parents come in with their kid will grab some off the rack. So I'm not going to put anything on the rack that's
So even though this is something that's like a big deal in the comic world, it doesn't necessarily touch your local buyers unless they come to you and say like, "Hey, I'd like to get this," and then you would get it in.
Yeah. I mean, there could easily be not one single person who has any idea who Eric July is at all.
Right.
Like where I live, because part of it is possibly because it's super white where I live.
Okay.
That they're not aware of them. Part of it could be because it's like super conservative.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people here have any interest in following or listening to people who are as libertarian as he is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy listening to him. I actually kind of like gravitating towards libertarian. I have been for a bit, but you know what I mean? Like there's things that I have no idea if the 60 people here who buy comic books, would even pick them up. I would have zero problem ordering 10 copies of it in.
Yeah.
If people wanted them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he had a retail tier, and each book is like 35 plus shipping.
No, $35.
Yeah,
That's a
lot of freaking money.
I mean,
for
it's
a
a 90-page book, but still.
96. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's
what
a big.
was Doug to Naples' shipping cost on his books? I remember that being pretty ridiculous too.
Yeah, he had a nice.
It was a big old fat hardcover too, though.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive. So,
what's up, Tank? Good to see you, buddy.
Tank
30.
Yeah,
Tank.
I'm excited he caught a live show. I'm excited too.
He's an OG, man.
OG, baby.
Yeah.
OG for sure.
If the quality's there, 35 is not a ridiculous price.
Yeah, that's right.
But for the store,
But yeah, for your store,
there's no room for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm interested in price point because, like, when we put our book out the first time, our thought was, well, people are not going to want to pay that much for a 48-page book, and
Right.
we're kind of coming at it from a comic buyer's perspective. But what I've learned is that people have no problem paying $20 plus for a comic book, so long as they feel like they're a part of something bigger. You know, if they feel like they're on the ground floor of something, like there's a whole mindset that comes along with campaigning that's different from just shopping. You know, and that's what Eric July is benefiting from right now, because people feel like with him they're a part of a movement. Like you said, so many of them hadn't even bought a comic before; they're just buying it because he talks about that all the time on his show. The content he talks about is geek culture and fighting the culture war within that space, and so they feel like they're coming along and fighting. They're helping him fight with their money, and that's a big part of the finances in it. You know.
All right, hey, I wanna look while we're talking about dollars.
Yeah.
And I want to look at the stretch goals. Okay. Have any of you read the stretch goals?
No, I haven't looked at those. I'm curious.
125,000, putting the industry on notice. That's what you get. Okay. 150,000.
No, that doesn't put the industry on notice.
150,000. Wait. 150,000. This is real. All right. 200,000. Recoup fees succeeds in all caps. Operation recoup fees succeeds.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So he made his money back at 200K. Okay.
All right.
300 more inventory is purchased. All right. That's what you get at 300,000.
Wow.
All right. When we get to all of us get to 400,000, when we collectively get him there.
Is Cal cracking up?
Announcement of fan art contest with huge, in all capital, rewards. All right.
Ooh.
So we got that to look forward to, an announcement. 500,000.
So do I hear that you're not feeling it? Do I hear that in your voice? You're not feeling it?
500,000. I'm not done yet. I'm only halfway there, brother. All right, 500,000. A new item will be added to the campaign. What is it? Nobody knows. New item. All right. 600,000.
No, Macho, stop.
Look,
Eric should have consulted somebody who's done crowdfunding.
600,000.
No. Okay.
It's three question marks. It's 3 question marks. That's all it is.
No, he should have consulted someone who's done crowdfunding before.
It
doesn't freaking matter because he's made over $1 million.
Let me put it this way: he knew when he made this that it was going to easily breeze past those.
All right,
no, he did.
700,000. I got to finish these now. I got to finish 700,000. We're buying a cargo van for the orders. That's what you get as a stretch goal. All right. No, 800,000. 2 more guaranteed campaigns by the end of the year for you to spend money on. All right.
Yeah.
900,000. All part-time Ripaverse employees are converted to full-time.
Oh, he's gonna have some full-time.
Well, thank God, all the fans got
$1 million. You ready? Reveal of the team involved in the next project. That's what you get.
Let's be clear.
Look. I appreciate what he has done for the industry, but those are whack. Those are not good stretch goals. I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he knows what a stretch goal is.
Macho has delivered a criticism.
Yeah.
I personally think that this is a part of his brand. He is a very uber confident type of guy.
Yeah.
He is a trash talker, like he's got that sort of sports mentality where he'll talk smack on people.
Yeah.
And this is the stretch goals are almost like making fun of stretch goals. Like he's bragging about.
That's probably what it is.
I think it's more tongue in cheek. Those things are more tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
They're not intended to be real stretch goals. They're more intended to be we're going to breeze through all this stuff and we're going to do these things anyway, but I'm going to list them as stretch goals.
I guess he does. He's pretty, like you said, uber confident.
Yeah. That's his
it
whole
makes-
thing.
But again, I
It
think he
makes
knew
sense.
that these stretch goals were going to be easily. He knew he was going to make $1 million on day
Yeah,
one. I
I
think
think
he
so.
already had his hand on the pulse there, whatever they say, finger on the pulse.
Unless a lot of the way a lot of it sounds in the way that he did this on his own site, he didn't use Indiegogo or Kickstarter. It sounds like a big part of the goal with this is to build like a new infrastructure that's working outside of mainstream. I could see a lot of people who support him having a mindset where they would be happy to contribute towards the building of a new infrastructure.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be better, just like straight up saying, "Hey, I'm trying to build something better for everybody."
Because I mean, who looked at that and got turned off by the campaign though, and decided that was going to be the thing that's going to make them not purchase his book? I mean, he knew that
nobody looked at those. Nobody looked at those before they bought it.
Yeah, I didn't even know
that's
there were
not-
stretch goals, to be honest. I saw the page and I kind of just looked at the
Yeah,
cover.
exactly. I was just clicking around, looking at it, and you know what? I got to say, his site's good. Like, it looks cool.
Yeah.
He totally, he did the right thing here, and it looks good. And he saved a bundle of money just doing this, right? Like, it's good. But I looked at the stretch goals. They just made me laugh more than anything. And you know what? Like, good for him. Honestly, he made $1 million, and he just put I mean, people aren't like, they're not really getting anything, right? Like, they're not getting a thing. They're not getting a trading card or a foil cover or whatever. But like, good for him. He's giving people full-time jobs in the comic industry. Like,
Yeah.
good for him.
That is pretty cool. The full-time job gig.
Yeah, I think it is pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, I think that stretch goals are something that is instilled by an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter. It's like it's a monetizer for them, right? They give.
I don't plan on having any when I do mine because
nothing really. Just the book. That's it.
I don't have time for that.
You're the sticker king. You got to have stretch goals.
Campaign. It's like a publishing startup.
No, what I should do is have someone else do stickers for me. And
oh my gosh, that's genius.
What you should do for your campaign is you should contact every person you've ever done a sticker for and tell them that they owe you one sticker of your character.
Oh my gosh,
dude!
No, I was going to have Macho do them all for me.
Oh, done. Consider it done.
Of me as the sticker king.
Consider it done.
Don't do that.
Oh, no problem. You got it, man. You got it.
Oof. Okay. All right, you guys ready for the next question?
Let's go.
All right, next question. And this is kind of long form discussion. I apologize if we've gone a little too long, but let's go. Image Comics beginning. What was so cool about it? Why does it hold a special place in so many of our hearts? The Image. Image Comics. Back in the 90s, we're old enough to remember. We were probably all collecting during that time. Image Comics, when it broke loose, all our favorite artists went over, formed a company, and started putting out books. There is no category in comic book history that is more referenced than the early 90s boom and Image Comics. Image Comics is synonymous with doing your own thing, going off, doing your own thing because you don't like what's happening in mainstream. I feel like there's a big energy there. CG has a lot of that energy. Why do you guys think? Why was it personally important to you? Do you think about it often? Like, what does it mean to you? Oh, cool! Look at
that. You put back the other picture.
I'm just showing you what real stretch goals look like because I'm poor and don't have
that
a million.
That is a cool.
I don't have 1 million YouTube subscribers, and yet every single one of my stretch goals cost me money. So there you go.
Is that
it's so bitter about silly things?
That's Donald DeLay.
That's Donald DeLay. Look at that, man.
I paid him up front for that artwork, by the way. That cost me money. Every one of those stretch goals there cost me money.
So if I happen to purchase your comic book, I get all those things.
All those things. The only thing you don't get is Eric Weathers, which is the first stretch goal. I'm lettering the book now. Eric, I love you.
That's okay.
I'm doing a great job.
Hold on, I want to look. Let me look at this. Perfect. We got perfect binding.
We're TK. You get Eric Weathers, but no. You get.
You know
Cal
what I'll say
Jameson.
about Eric July stretch goals is he can actually fulfill those ones.
Oh, shut up. We'll upgrade to perfect binding. When the book ships, we will have perfect binding. Interior paper is. I've already done the keyboard work to make this upgrade interior paper. The paper's better now.
Okay.
Added pages. This is absolutely true.
Yeah.
By the way, we've actually added more pages since Rob has done so many pieces of Shinobi Sasquatch art that are not in the book. We've actually created a section in the back of the book that's free for all backers. They get a bunch of free artwork. Exclusive download delay print, which is this.
Yes.
Then we got Team Up. This is already, everyone knows about this. This is already done.
Yeah.
We've got the cover goes fancy. Yes, I know that's a little more vague, kind of like Eric July stuff. But just means that we made the cover paper.
The cover goes fancy.
And then this, we added 16 more pages. All this stuff cost me money. Lots of money. Every single one, except for Eric Weathers. Sorry, Eric. I did pay him for the pages.
You actually saved money there.
You should actually just change that to like an additional 50 more pages. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Anyway, that's my show.
Controversial statement here by Jason Sandberg. He says the 80s indie comics, Nexus, Dreadstar, Zot, Cerebus, TMNT, were better than the 90s indie comics.
Ooh.
Yes.
Agree or disagree?
100% agree. Yeah.
I've only read Ninja Turtles. I'm not familiar with the other ones.
Nexus
I've read TMNT.
awesome.
Actually, I've read TMNT and then some Cerberus, but not the other stuff. So I can say based on those two things.
Cerebus, Zot, Cerebus, in really the early Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that is what is the epicenter of small press. It's, black and white. It's printed on cheap paper. It's small press as it gets. It's real like underground.
I'll say 90s. It's unique to me because it was the very last iconic hero we ever got, which was Spawn. Visually,
right?
Visually iconic.
Interesting.
There was never one after that. None that I can think of, at least.
You think Spawn was the last iconic comic book character?
I feel like Darkness. I think Darkness works in there too.
You can show anybody Spawn; they know who Spawn is. Not everybody knows Darkness,
That's
Witchblade,
true.
or any of that stuff.
Darkness, Witchblade, they're pretty much the same character, but
which I love Darkness. I love the way Darkness looks. I think that's a cool character. There's like a lot of current characters I like the look of, but Spawn was the very last iconic looking visually. I'm strictly visually hero. I think that ever got created. So
he's got the silhouette.
The 90s was a special place to me because it was kind of like the final.
Yeah, but is that because it was actually iconic, or Todd McFarlane put him everywhere? On diapers, trading cards, video games, movies.
What do you think makes something iconic? Is it I think marketing plays into that quite a bit, because Ninja Turtles weren't iconic until that TV show.
Yeah.
They were around for a while. I don't think anybody
They
knew
didn't have the colors. I think
Turtles were.
The Ninja Turtles being animated and getting like their individual color masks, that's what made Ninja Turtles iconic to people in their minds.
Okay,
I think exposure plays a big role in.
I mean, at the same time, I don't know about Cyberforce, but I mean, like, definitely Wildcats, Spawn,
there you go.
Maybe Youngblood. I don't know, but everybody knew who those were, and they had some games and cartoons, most of them and stuff like that. But Spawn was the only one that he kept on hammering into the public.
Oh, sure. I think
most people don't know Wildcats anymore, but Wildcats.
Yes, I mean, I don't think anybody could. The common person couldn't name a Wildcat.
That's right.
I couldn't name a Wildcats character.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of it, though. I think you do need to have it.
No, Wild Grifter.
Yeah, I just said Grifter, Ripclaw. Grifter,
Did you say
Ripclaw,
Grifter?
Maul. Those are the only ones I can think of, though.
Grifter's the only one I remember.
They're cool. They're not iconic.
But also, I mean, who knew Deadpool before the last 10, 15 years? People didn't know Deadpool either.
That was a Deathstroke ripoff. Deadpool.
Well, still, I mean, like, he's iconic now, but I mean, Deadpool retired a movie, and all this.
They even named him Wade Wilson when Deathstroke is Slade Wilson.
Slade Wilson, yeah, exactly.
But still, I mean, I don't think Deathstroke was even that iconic to come.
No, he wasn't.
What about Miles Morales?
So,
Come on, buddy.
oh, good lord! But again, I mean, I think the exposure is necessary. There's probably a lot of characters that are iconic looking that have the potential to be that, but you do need that push.
You can laugh at Miles Morales, but that last Spider-Man game pushed him really far.
Well, I think
but do you mean iconic? Do you mean iconic or just cool?
I
would
say he got close to being iconic. After Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. The thing you have to remember too is like the vast majority of the normie population, they don't read comic books.
Right.
That what they engage with is what is created based on the comic books, right?
Yeah.
So all that they know is the first movie, which was a great movie.
Yeah.
The second movie is going to be coming out, but then they did the Spider-Man video game was Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't too long after the game came out that same thing at the shop. I would have kids coming in, young boys who were 10 to 13-ish, and they would come in and they go, "Do you have any Miles Morales books?" But the thing of it is that I think is interesting is nobody calls him Spider-Man.
Right.
That's funny.
He's not iconic because he's Spider-Man. He's becoming iconic because he's Miles Morales. Nobody calls him Spider-Man.
Huh.
That's true.
But
that's a very good point.
Out of 10 normies, 8 people are going to look at that picture and say that's Spider-Man. Right?
Well,
No, they're going to say
costume.
they're going to say it's Miles Morales.
Yeah, they're going to know it's Miles Morales, but from the black and red costume.
And
I
that's
disagree
what
that
him.
Miles Morales is iconic. I disagree that he's iconic.
I didn't say he was. I said he's
on his
getting
way.
close. I said he's getting close.
He's on his way, yeah.
My question is, how many comics writers are qualified to write an Afro-Cuban character? No, because you have to be the exact race of the character to write him.
Yeah,
he's Afro-Cuban.
He's Cuban, huh? Okay.
Very few, very small minority.
Well, what do you mean? What makes you qualified to write a character?
Well, that's the thing is like all the SJWs go crazy over like, oh, he's not. The writer isn't the same exact race of the character that he's writing.
And you don't believe that?
No, I don't believe that. No.
So what makes you qualified to write a black Cuban character?
You have to be black and Cuban. You have to be a mixed.
Then you're agreeing with the SJWs. What are you talking about?
No. I don't agree. I'm saying that's their standard. I'm saying by their own standard. What was it? Bendis?
He was making a joke.
Who created Morales? Was it Bendis?
Thank you, Mark.
Bendis did.
Yeah, so this bald white guy created a Afro-Cuban Spider-Man, and now you have to be Afro-Cuban to write the character in order to make the SJWs happy, even though it was created by a bald white guy.
Yeah, got it.
Anyway,
it's a great plot line that the Vulture actually did create the next public consciousness Spider-Man. Like that's trying to erase Peter. It's a great plot line.
Yeah, right.
Jason Sandberg says only people born in the 1800s can play Abe Lincoln. Yeah. So anyway, I'm hearing some dissent. Some people, you don't agree that time period, the Image Comics boom, that was an important time.
I think it was important.
Yeah, to me, it was almost the birth of what was cool about comics to me. Like, I love the 80s and 90s Marvel stuff. When those guys moved over to Image and started doing their own thing, it was like all of my own characters started coming to life in my imagination. Like, I would see what they were doing, and I loved their characters and bought their books. But for me, it was more like a training course in creative, like how to create your own stuff.
I think 90s was important because I do the Spawn thing aside, I think it was the last time comics were relevant.
I think it was an overcorrection.
Overcorrection.
Well, when you look at the 70s, right? The 60s movies, they were Technicolor, they were real bright, and the 70s went to super gritty earth tone type stuff. What happens? The 80s comes around, you got neon pink everywhere and huge hair and stuff like that, and then they had to tone it down a little bit. So you had fundamentals mostly, up until then, and then they overcorrected and pushed dynamics over fundamentals. Like real bright color. Half the time there was no background. You didn't know where they were. There were speed lines. and like this guy's calf was bigger than his head, but his foot was only like about as big as his hand might be. And but it didn't matter because there was a lot of energy. And then after a while, that's sort of thin when you just got an entire page of lettering and a guy's just sitting there flexing every muscle and gritting and telling everyone how they're going to assault the bad guy's base, and stuff like this, and telling the whole plan. I think
that's I think that's the way it ended up going in a lot of those 80s. Books. But that's not how it started. Like if you go and look at some of those first issues, especially of like Spawn and even Savage Dragon, Wildcats and stuff like, they weren't the greatest writers in the world, that's for sure. But there was a huge effort that was put into storytelling that wasn't just splash pages; it was just good quality comic book making. So I think they took a lot of what they thought should be done in comics and brought it over. It's just that when they started making huge amounts of money, they realized that the splash pages is what was making them all the money.
Well, that's just history repeating itself with EC Comics when they put the horror stuff out and all the competition went, oh, so they want the gore without like the clever writing and punchline. It's like, oh, got it.
Yeah.
Chop that lady's head off.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Off with our head.
Chop all the ladies' heads off. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Put that as a quote with Stat.
I'm sure there was an energy though to the 90s boom and image and stuff too, which had more to do with, these guys are breaking away from the big two. It's that kind of rebellious thing. It's something new. There's kind of a appeal to it, just kind of going against the grain and walking away from something that's been so established and so, rigid.
Yeah. Well, it leads me to, because that stuff's still kind of important to me in my life. So it leads me to my third and final question for this little discussion. Okay. All right. Why do grown men still care about comic books?
Partly nostalgia.
You think it is nostalgia?
Well,
I think it's more than that.
I think part of it is, I've talked about this before where I don't typically like it when they take an all-age book and they push it, really adult. Because, that's great for adults and they're the ones that are spending money, right?
Yeah.
You'd think like Dark Knight Return comes out and everyone's like, this is amazing. Now all books must be like this in Watchmen because the adults are spending the money. But at the same time, most people found comics at, 10, 13 years old, and you go back and you look at Spider-Man books and stuff like that were all ages. Now, when you turn everything to adult and have like Batman trying to stop some lady being raped or something like that, I kind of feel like you're robbing kids of that same kind of magic.
Yeah.
And replacing it with the grittiness.
Yeah. Well, but I think the question is incorrect.
Oh.
I don't think just grown men like comics. I think our generation likes comics.
Okay.
People adults tend to latch on to stuff that they were attached to as a child. Like my dad was always into classical, like Godzilla movies and stuff like that, and Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
Flintstones or whatever. But our generation, our pop culture, for a bunch of nerdy guys who grew up, our pop culture was comics, or we grew up with the X-Men cartoon, or something like that, or the Batman cartoon. So that's you still look at, I think, an older generation like our parents. They're not into comics. It's they don't care about comics.
Yeah.
My dad has no interest in them, and I don't think many other men his age do. But
yeah,
people our age, we grew up with that. That was our pop culture. Was
comic strips, on the other hand.
Oh yeah. That's something different too. yeah. Different generations can appreciate that. They grew up with the Sunday funnies and the.
Mm-hmm. I'm the last link to normies.
Yeah, but it's like saying why do adults like Garfield? And I don't think adults like Garfield. I think a very specific generation of people remember Garfield and enjoy it, but no one's out there, hunting down Garfield right now. They're not.
There's probably 5 to 10 people out there hunting down Garfield.
Like with a bat?
Yeah.
Yes, with a bat.
Would you say, Macho? I missed it.
I said there's probably 5 to 10 people out there hunting down Garfield.
That's me.
When I go to the comic shop, when I go to the shop here locally, or when I go to where you buy comics here locally, I see all ages. I see people my age. I see people in, slightly younger, and I see young people, teenagers, still going through the back issue boxes and trying to find gold in the back issue boxes. So I feel like it goes a little bit beyond nostalgia. I think there's probably a creative type that digs comics and the art form of comics. And I think that people are still very interested in sequential storytelling and how that works. Because I don't think there's a good, and I've said this before, this is my little soapbox, but even in movies now with the almost unlimited ability to create things for screen, there's still a budgetary limit to what you can put up there. You can make a Thor Love and Thunder that has all these amazing graphics and different worlds and stuff. You can do a lot of amazing things, but in comics, you can do that for next to nothing as far as the price. It doesn't take you $1 million in comics to do that.
Right.
So you can make a comic book story and do sequential art and have a otherworldly Jack Kirby level, story that can be produced in 30 days.
I'm glad it was an artist that made that speech, because every time a writer does that, like some artist somewhere has a heart attack and dies. You can do anything. You can have 1,000 spaceships on a splash page.
You kidding?
Right.
You don't have the budget for that. Can't afford me.
Yeah,
that's pencil mileage. We don't have that kind of mileage.
Yeah.
The problem we need. It'd be nice to see a return to floppies, like weekly, monthly comics.
Oh man, I would. That's my dream. My dream is to write a floppy that just comes out every week.
Well, that's fun.
Finding an artist that can do work every week.
It's hard to battle the mainstream when it takes you 2 to 3 years to write a graphic novel like that. Yeah. That's not, Marvel pumps this crap out like every other week, and it's mostly garbage. Mm-hmm. But I mean, a lot of comics, they're hit or miss, but you can consistently read that. I think Alternative's probably doing the best job of battling it, because Smitty's cranking out tons of, he's got tons of different people writing different books or whatever, and. I always, I think, I know Eric July thinks he's taken on the big two with the Rippaverse, unless he's going to a platform of he hires a ton of creators to crank out content for that universe.
I didn't.
I think that Disney is going to be detrimental to Marvel. So it's funny because you were talking about Doctor Strange 2 earlier. And I was talking to some guys at the shop about it, like when it came out or when it started streaming, because that was when I first saw it. And one of the things that I thought was like really interesting with the MCU and then, Disney owning it all and this crap is you have the comic books, right? And the comic books inspire the movies. Mm. So then the movies are created based on the comic books. And of course they alter things and dumb some things down and change this and that, so on and so forth. So then you have the MCU kind of gets established from Iron Man all the way through to Endgame. Mm. So by the time Endgame is over, now you have Disney has taken all of that and brought it into Disney Plus and started creating their own content based off the movies, which are based off the comics, right?
Right.
Then, if you look at Doctor Strange, the second one, there was stuff in that movie. Like, if you weren't following the Disney Plus shows, I don't know how you even could follow that movie or have any idea what's going on.
True.
But there was that they put Captain Carter, right? They put Captain Carter in the Doctor Strange movie. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, Captain Carter, as far as I know, is a creation of Disney Plus, right? From Disney Plus What If series.
That's true.
So they do the What If series, and then around the time Doctor Strange comes out, comes out the Captain Carter #1, right?
Yeah.
So now instead of the movies referencing or the TV shows or whatever it is, they're not referencing the source material anymore. They've created so many of their TVs and movies or TV shows and movies that now the movies and stuff are referencing their own creation. And now the comics that they're making are being spun off what they've created in the TV series. Like it's done a complete flip flop. So now they're not even drawing from the old stuff anymore. They're just pulling it out of their butt. And,
right.
And now the comics are being based off Disney's TV shows or movies.
Think
but
Ferret
they
has
get
some
Star Wars.
interesting. Think Ferret has some interesting comments here. He says comic books have been a life support for a while and focus on tabletop games that come with comics to try and get more folks into comics, like mini comics that used to come with the He-Man figures. I remember those. Before I was buying comics off the shelf, off the comics rack, I was getting little comics in G.I. Joe's and He-Man containers too.
Well, McFarlane's trying to do that now.
Yeah, he is, and I think he's done that before with a few
He's
other.
done that. Yeah, McFarlane's done that before.
They're just random. They're just random issues from whatever. So I mean,
he just does these toy drops where he'll have those, comics with him.
Yeah.
But
in comics as an add-on is interesting, but I mean, it's kind of like you want to hook people into a story and then keep them involved in a story through the completion of the story.
I would always see those things. Yeah, I would always see those things and be like, nah, I'm not interested in that. Like, it's just this is just going to be a cheesy, attempt at a real comic. Like they're going to try to jam in a full storyline into this little floppy, and it's not going to work.
Okay.
I remember, I think one of the Hellboy movies came with like a mini comic. It's like, it might have even been thicker than that, but I remember reading that and enjoying it. But like, I think it's possible to create like these like mini content. Maybe that's kind of the alternative to the weekly, the floppies and stuff.
Yeah.
Is maybe people should just be cranking it. They always have these ash cans with these campaigns, but you have to wait. The ash cans are probably done, but you got to wait 3 years to get those. When those should probably be the things that are cranked out quick and should just be getting out there, which I think would be fine. If I'm not everybody can sit down and write a 20-something page comic. It might be these little 6-page ones.
Back in the day, we would go to the comic shows, and you would always have tables of artists who would have those things, like those little mini comics that they would make it at home. And I mean, it was so cool to get one of those. Like you pay a few bucks to get into the show. You're going to buy some back issues. You're going to meet a couple of celebrity artists or whatever. But as you're going through like the indie alley or whatever, and you see these guys that are like giving away free comics, or they've got $1 comic, that's like something they made literally at home, but the artistry of it,
print it on the paper.
Yeah, like they used to make them at Kinko's.
Yeah.
They would go and print them on colored paper.
Yeah.
And they would cut them a certain way, and like you would flip through, and it'd be like about 20 pages or something like that, and it's small. But it was just cool. It was just a cool thing to have. I've still got some that I've had for years and years and years. The artists never got famous. They never necessarily went anywhere. It was super indie, but it's just a cool thing that you sort of have this connection to the creator over.
Yeah.
You know what would be an interesting idea, which I have no idea if you could even monetize it or how you would monetize it. But what if it's just forget print altogether, and if you did like a 1 minute motion comic, like some little motion comic thing with some voice, I don't know, whatever, but like a minute long, and you posted like one a week on Instagram or TikTok or some crap like that, instead of doing a print.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind if we went back to radio shows. With like a minor visual to go with it, but motion comics are good. People, those are fun to watch.
But if you could keep it down to like a 1 minute, a page or episode or whatever you want to call it, and you posted it on one of these social media platforms where people have like 15-second attention spans. And
that's good because those things probably take a long time together. Yeah.
You've got to do the old Jack Kirby cartoons where they have the thing and they just animate the mouth.
Yes.
Yes. You're right.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Those are great.
C-Lab 2021.
Yeah, it's interesting because like there is kind of there's sort of a it's not really a taking over, but there is this sort of like there is this group think that's happening where taking everything to your own personal website is the way to go. You can sort of like get off of the social media train, go to your own website, make your stuff there, and then have your email list set up and just do kind of purely old school marketing back to your stuff. There's a lot of people that I've listened to that believe in that wholeheartedly. Other people think that's bogus, that the only way you're going to get by is to play the social media game. But there's a lot of people that believe that people will find you if you can start building that contact list and then just kind of staying in touch with your people. That slow build audience is actually more of a powerful tool to keep you going creatively than bigger audiences on social media.
Yeah, the algorithm doesn't kill you.
The algorithm?
Yeah, you mean the Google algorithm?
Stat zero doesn't kill you.
Yeah. Well, interesting stuff, guys. Anybody else with last second comments on any of that?
I have nothing.
I have one last thing. I've actually got to bounce. So right before I leave, I just wanted to show you this again.
I love that, dude. Great
and
job, David.
remind you all that I beat you.
You did. What a trash talk.
Good looking, Dave, by the way, for that victory.
I love you guys. Have a good evening.
You too,
everybody.
Hi, David.
I got nothing else, guys. So up to you.
Yeah, no, that was good talks. I don't have much on my end. I got nothing to show.
All right.
What does Rusty say again? I don't know, Cal. Are you prepared? Oh, you're just showing stuff. Okay. I thought he was going to hit us with the irony. I never know when it's coming. Freaks me out.
We've got two Shinobi pages we shared just over the past few weeks, and Rob did you guys probably saw this. He did a piece for an auction on the Valkyrie thing, whatever. But he then finish that piece, and now he's working on the next page. I know this is from the next page.
Nice.
By the way, Rob, if you're listening, which I don't think you are, save at least 45 of those pages for the backers that backed
Rob, piece. Yeah. No, Rob, I know, but seriously, like, make sure you hold on to 45 pages at least. But people are, at least two people, me included, are saying this is one of my favorite, headshots of Shinobi Sasquatch. He's being surprised by something.
That feels like a classic comic panel right there.
That's excellently done. Excellently done.
It's very good. Someone asked him, I think Skip asked him like if he did any reference, like because of the light sources and stuff, and Rob's response is, no, there are two light sources, so I just went with that. Rob's brain works in the cross-hatching. In Rob's brain, you know how like Neo sees like ones and zeros? Rob just sees cross-hatching.
We look like that Take On Me music video to him when he sees us.
Yeah. That's what Rob sees. Is this is just when he's thinking, he's like, okay, Shinobi Sasquatch, he's looking behind him. There's two light sources. This is what happens. His brain just produces it. I mean, I wish my brain did that. My brain just does Simpsons characters apparently. But yeah, this is really good. So anyway, Rob, if you're watching, which you're not, thank you for working on the book. You're doing an amazing job.
Is that Skip in the comments? Did I see old Skippy?
Skip in the comments.
Any comments on that?
Yeah.
You guys remember Skip?
He used to watch our show back in the day.
Yeah.
To be on the show. He was I'm not convinced he's not me yet because I was gone.
He might be.
And he showed up. So.
Yeah, draw Rob draw. That's my hashtag. Draw Rob draw. Keep it going. Finish this stinking book. We want to see it. We want to see Shinobi Sasquatch become a real thing.
Rob,
we want that book.
Yeah, he's working. Your hashtag's working because Rob is. He did the piece he needed to do for that auction.
Yeah.
He's back on the book immediately. Boom,
awesome.
Right back on the book. So,
awesome,
Rob. I mean,
thank you, Rob.
Dude, thank you so much.
And also, I just want to say this to everybody out there who's in that same conundrum where you have to do art to make money, you know what I mean, while you're also finishing your project. That project is going to give you longevity. It's going to give you a new fan base. It's going to build an infrastructure around you that will buy from you forever. So don't neglect that. Keep doing that. Draw, Rob, draw. That's all we got.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. I've got a bounce. You guys can hang if you like.
No, I think we're. I'm done.
It might just be time for.
Shut